Not
Goes.
live yet.
I'm
Seems
still
to be
getting
working.
things ready.
I'm live. Hello,
Waiting for-
everybody.
Nate's not live yet, so hold on.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, hey. It's
yeah.
the good old intro where we warm up and talk about some stuff.
Talk about stuff.
Random stuff. Random stuff on this day. Because that's how we
Why is
do.
this- Oh, I see. why it's like that.
yeah.
Bug Podcast. Episode 44.
Yeah.
It's a lot of
Yes.
episodes.
Yes, sir. We're getting ever closer to that 52 mark,
That's
Getting
crazy.
there, baby.
where we
What?
hit that 1 year mark.
That's crazy and shenanigans.
What a bag of dicks. That's a good text message to look at your phone to see.
Nice.
And ladies and why can't I hear myself?
You're a bitch.
Is
hear
that a good thing?
Boy.
No, I have an echo.
Oh boy.
Oh,
Oh, there it goes.
Why can't I hear?
Oh, that's why.
Why
There we go. I fixed it.
myself?
Hey, let me know when you guys are ready.
Oh, there we go.
I just gotta make
we're
sure I
live,
cut all
ladies
this.
and gents.
Huh?
I just gotta make sure I cut all that, that's all.
Yeah, don't cut it.
you know, just
Cut
My
it all.
microphone does not appear to be working at all, actually.
F.
Oh, that's fun. Well,
That's
hang on a
awesome.
second before we get going. This is our, what we call our troubleshoot
We've
segment,
been-
ladies and gentlemen, for those who are hanging out.
So, like, real talk
Uh,
though. Real talk. We've been
This is where we
we've been
fix
pretty
all of our
good.
glitches.
What?
We've been pretty good for the past few weeks. So it
Not
was
having
just,
any
it was
problems.
just coming.
Until we
Right.
all decide to go live too early and everything just goes to shit. So this is how you fix a podcast before you go live, guys. If you're listening in,
you just don't do it.
Yeah.
yeah, you just don't go live till you're ready. Is what it comes down to. But if you happen to
Yeah.
go live too soon, then you just got to talk like everything's normal until you're
No,
actually
man,
ready.
you just don't
Yeah.
go live ever. Don't,
Yeah,
please.
Never go live. Or what you want to
Please
do is
don't.
you need to go to Facebook Gaming and then just stream
Ah, I saw someone tweet or like someone posted a thing on Twitter about they're like, yeah, I'm moving to Facebook Live. I'm leaving
Yep.
Twitch and going to Facebook Live, and I have never laughed harder in my life.
Make anything
Well-
different?
We actually got some shit to talk about when it comes to that. So
Well, nothing's working. So hold on.
take your time.
Yeah, it's
I'm
not
just
like we
watching
got a
the women
show
fight
or
each
anything.
other.
I don't know. I have no microphone, no camera on the thing's not grabbing the like something's not right.
Yeah,
My
fix your-
computer's been acting real weird.
Hang on a sec.
No, just fix your
Wonder if I-
shit. No worries.
Before you turn all your stuff off, let me check.
Because it just froze up.
It just froze up. It just froze up.
I think I might have a stick of RAM or something going bad.
You're a sticker ram.
Fuck.
God.
Don't really
Got
know what
him.
else would cause it to act like this. Like Discord's not up. There it goes.
It's your 15-year-old keyboard.
Probably. There it goes. Parts of it are working now.
Well, let me know when you're good.
What is this? 43?
Yeah.
You said. Episode
44.
44. Fuck. 44.
Everything is off.
40 effing 4.
44?
Yeah, 44 bows. Bows and
Bows.
hose.
Jeez.
We are
For
less
some
than
reason,
10 weeks
everything
away.
is off.
Oh, take your time.
That's funny.
For being like the top 3 best wrestlers in the company, this match is complete trash.
Yeah?
What the fuck? Trying to tweet, but the
Why are all these off?
Why? Thank you.
There's a lot of botchamania going on right now.
A lot of gotcha mania.
Crowd's
There.
literally chanting, "This is awful."
This is awful.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, it seems to be working now. I don't know what the deal was.
We good? We ready?
Sure.
Yes.
We hot, ready, set. Okay, counting down. So I know when to edit it. So 3, 2, 1. Welcome.
Okay. now
Oh
it's working.
shit! Wait. Before we continue on with the opening segment, for all of our CFL fans, the
Oh, yeah.
my team, the Winnipeg Blue Bombers, just won the Grey Cup.
Nice.
So
There you go.
Congratulations.
I have no
Slow,
idea.
slow
They-
clap going. It's the Canadian Super Bowl.
Yeah, the Canadian Football Super Bowl. Yeah,
CFL, Canadian Football League, for those who
go
don't know.
Winnipeg Blue
man.
Bombers.
Exactly.
They've been an
So anyways,
adequate team for forever, and now they finally won.
Johnny Manziel was on there for a minute. Chad Johnson went to the CFL for like half a second.
Isn't it Chad Ochocinco, or do you go back
No,
to
he changed,
Johnson?
he changed it back to Chad Johnson after he got kicked out of the NFL. But Chad Ochocinco wasn't correct anyways because he was 85. Ochocinco is 85. He actually had his numbers wrong, but that's another story for another day. But anyways, welcome guys to episode 44 of the Level Unlocked podcast, guys. 44 weeks
So many weeks doing this.
A lot of weeks.
in a row.
Ton of weeks.
In a row.
Not just a couple, all of them.
Yeah. So today's episode, pretty decent episode we got going on. So make sure you stick around. We got some pretty decent movie news. The
Oh,
Google
good.
Stadia launched last week. We'll be talking about its epic launch quote hashtags or quotations. Epic launch
Hashtags.
hashtags. That was
Heavy.
the wrong use of the
Heavy.
link of the.
Quotation marks on Epic. Like
Yeah, so-
maybe Epic Game Store level Epic.
Oh yeah, I don't. But we'll talk about those numbers. We got some streaming. We got a Twitch streamer making the move to another platform, as well as other companies trying to get into the streaming realm. We got news across every platform, and then got some award shows, got some mobile news, and of course we got the Cybertruck. So make sure
Cybertruck.
you hang out, you listen, and enjoy the
Cybertruck
podcast.
2077.
Right.
Exactly.
The best car ever invented.
I want a Cybertruck.
So how's everyone's
How
week
you
going?
do?
Pretty good.
Yeah, no,
Staying
it's
busy.
good.
I'm tired.
Oh yeah.
Same.
Yeah, fucking Live PD's been kicking my ass. Been watching a lot of that.
Have you?
What'd you say, James? What are you doing?
Live PD's been making me lose sleep.
It's facts. Me and James were actually talking about that before this.
We did.
I love that. It's a good show. I was obsessed with it for when I was in the thick of it trying to become a cop.
Well, of course.
And then
you
I
were.
got banned for life from being a correctional officer. Then I kind of stopped watching it for a minute, but I still watch it though. It's good. It's a good show. A lot of crazy shit happens out there.
Mm-hmm. So,
Well, since you kind of started, James, how's your week going? Other than that,
Death Stranding. Death Stranding is still the fucking best game I played this year.
Yeah, you like it still?
It's one of the best games I played in the past. I would say it's one of the best games I played in the past. This entire gaming generation. Let's see here. I got to this one part where I got a new motorcycle, and
in the game or real life?
in the game.
Oh,
So,
okay.
Sam Norman Reedus. He goes while he's driving this new motorcycle. He goes, man, it's just like I'm on ride with Norman Reedus right now, as he's riding around, and it's the funniest thing ever. I could not stop laughing. I probably laughed for a solid 15 minutes. 15 minutes straight. It was just the dumbest goddamn line. Hearing Norman Reedus go, man, it's just like I'm watching Ride with Norman Reedus right now.
Norman
Okay.
Fetus and the Funky Reedus.
And the Funky Reedus.
Other than that, I picked up a video game that I'm going to be streaming, depending on how I feel, maybe tonight, because
Yeah.
I got nothing better to do with my life. Who needs sleep?
There you go. You got off tomorrow?
I do.
Sleep
Pokemon
is only
Shield.
kinda necessary.
I'm gonna be playing Pokemon Shield soon. So, not only, I mean, I feel bad because I feel like I'm cheating on Claude in Fire Emblem. I feel like I'm cheating on him, but I need something else. I need another rotation game that is a little bit more consistent and not like, hey, let me plug in my PlayStation so I could stream Modern Warfare, or hey, let's get on to Sea of Thieves. You know?
Man.
So, it's I've been meaning to pick it up anyway, and I feel like because I haven't really gotten into a Pokemon game since Sapphire on the GBA, so Gen 3. I've played like Black and White. I played White, Diamond.
Is unbreakable.
Yeah, Diamond Does Not Crash. So I played Diamond Does Not Crash. I played White, and then I played Sun. And I mean, they're all fine, but I just couldn't get into it. And I think the big problem that I had was, especially with Sun, is that it was on the DS. And I really just don't want to bust out my DS just to play a game for, it'd be different, like, if I took like public transportations or if I traveled a lot, but I don't. Not anymore.
Which system is Sword and Shield for?
Switch.
Is it an actual Pokemon game, or is it like
Yeah.
Go Eevee?
No,
and
it's an
Go
actual
Pikachu.
It's an actual
It's a
Pokemon game.
legitimate video game.
Okay.
And Let's Go Eevee and Pikachu is not a legitimate video game.
No.
It's a Pokemon
Not
game.
even close.
The
I fucking hate
non-Pokemon
it.
Go
Pokemon game,
style. Yeah,
But I
I
mean,
meant like the Pokemon Go style, like the classic style.
But I mean, still, like in Let's Go, you still had like gym battles and shit. It was
But they
still
were
it was
just-
it was just like catching Pokemon was a little different. Catching
Like, the
Pokemon was just like Go.
The gym battles were similar to how they are in Go as well. It's tap, tap, tap. You don't actually like strategically plan your shit.
Could be worse. It could be Pokemon Champions on the phone. That game isn't that
I
great.
vaguely remember that.
I think I still have it downloaded on my phone. It's not great. Because it's like, oh hey, because like every free to play mobile game, it's very microtransaction heavy, and
Oh yeah.
it's like, hey, thanks for logging in. Get this premium currency now. So it's like, okay, hey, I can buy my loot box of trainers. So I go to the thing. It's like, oh hey, use this currency to buy the loot box for trainers, and I tap on it. It's like, you don't have enough premium currency. And I go, fucking excuse me? You just gave me that premium currency.
Ooh.
So, thanks, Nintendo. Thanks, Obama.
Nintendo and Obama working together.
Also started playing The Sims 4 again.
Yeah, you did.
Sounds fun.
Damn it, Schroeder. It's all your fault.
I know.
It's all your fault. You're the reason. 'Cause
Sounds about
I
right.
heard you talk, like, playing it, and I was like, man, I miss The Sims. So, fucking simming it up.
Pop it in.
But yeah, other than that, I mean, Live PD, Death Stranding, and The Sims.
Nice.
That's been my week.
Can't go wrong with that.
I mean, I can't really say much. Oh, fucking goddamn hate Final Fantasy VII, because I forgot. Didn't do we did the recording session this past week, earlier in the week. I fucking
you
hate
did.
Final Fantasy VII so goddamn much. That game's trash. Why do people even like it? Why do people even like it?
You told me about this. It's so fucking hilarious.
So we just made it to like the casino. All right. After defending the hill and shit. So we make it to the casino. And we're like, okay, let's go find Sephiroth. And this is after doing the guard minigame, where you have to march in step and do the things in the right order and that kind of stuff.
Basically, it's like, think of it like as a weird version of like League of Legends.
What?
Are you talking about where you're facing like you're in the castle and you have to like position your warriors in certain areas?
Yeah. But then after that is the after that it's more of like think of it more of like Warcraft, a shitty Warcraft.
Yeah. Yeah, there you go.
Or StarCraft. But then after that is that like coastal city where you see Rufus there.
Mhm.
And everyone's like, "Oh, Sephiroth is somewhere. All man's on deck." But yeah, we're at the casino, okay? And we get there. Me and Mitchell get there. And we go to the save point because we're like, we just want to end the recording session. We're done. We're good. It's like been 20 minutes. Fine. Perfect. Oh, hey, you have to spend like it costs 5 GPs to use this save point. And I go, fucking what? I'm sorry? I have to pay for the save point with a premium currency? What? So I go, it's like, we're looking on a guide. And it's like, oh, you can get it from the Chocobo Racing. All right, let's go Chocobo race. Let's go bet on the Chocobos. It takes us probably a solid 20 minutes to realize how the betting works on the Chocobo races. Like 20 goddamn minutes. We're just
I remember being like
blindly
12
money.
trying to figure that out.
Yeah,
Just
I
being
can't
like,
even
I'm done.
imagine a
I don't
12-year-old
even know.
doing this.
So is it?
And I
random
never
or is
ended
it
up doing those
predetermined?
It's
because
random.
of that.
Complete RNG. Complete RNGesus take the wheel.
Yeah. Well, there's a few things like some of the Chocobo are better than the others.
Yeah, there's
Yep.
stats and everything, but still,
Yeah.
it's still up to just a random roll of the die.
It's like legit gambling, like horse racing.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like horse racing. Yeah. Okay.
So we spend
Come
like
on.
20 minutes just trying to make a little bit of this premium currency so we can save. I finally go, fuck it. We're just going to leave and save at the save point not far from us. We go back
You
to
thought.
leave. We go back to leave. And that fucking bitch Aerith is like, Eris-kun is a fucking bitch. She goes, no, Cloud, let's play some more games before we leave. And I'm like,
Can't leave the casino.
fuck you, asshole. I want to leave.
Nope.
So then we just stop after like 50 minutes. After a 50-minute episode. So I later on that day, while everything is processing and that kind of stuff, so I can later on go and edit it, I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm just going to grind as much money as I can so I can just throw as much money at this horse racing bullshit as I can. I level up 6 goddamn times. I do it for like 2 hours. I level up for like 6 times. I have well over 300,000 gold.
I have it.
So I go to the casino, ready to just keep throwing money. Very first race I win, and I just look. I'm like, is this a fucking joke? Is this a joke right now? So yeah, Final Fantasy VII sucks. The game's trash.
The
Don't play
only
it.
save point. The only save point in the entire game that you can't just walk up and save.
Mhm.
You
It's
have to pay
bullshit.
for it.
It's bullshit.
It's kind of hilarious.
And once in the scene, once you go to the casino, like after the casino, you're allowed to go back
And
and, then
it's
leave
free.
willingly. But this is part of the actual game, the linear part of the game, and you can't leave until you finish it. So if you want to save, you physically have to pay to save.
It's the fucking worst. I hate it so goddamn much. So yeah, next
Yeah, it's
week
a-
I get to enjoy that some more. Yay.
Yeah, that's a very little unknown thing when they go like, "Oh, I'm going to save now because I want to win some money." Wait, what?
Not today.
Nope, get ready
no.
to just shell out money.
It's the stupidest thing. It's hilarious that one.
You should have heard me. And I don't know, I'm still debating if I want to like upload the episode in its entirety. Because I say some pretty good zingers of how much this game is trash.
You should
And then-
release like the regular and then like the director's cut unedited.
Release the Skullzidi cut.
Yeah, the Skull ZD cut. There we go. I like it.
Like after the fact.
Yeah, I
Oh.
could dig it. But that was my week.
Shit. What
Nothing
about you,
too
Shreds?
crazy.
Nothing. Yeah, nothing too crazy here either. I played more Cuphead. I'm pretty far in
Seen
that.
that.
Did you
We
beat
had a
it
good
or
battle.
no?
Nope. I'm on the last stage, or
Nice.
the last area, I believe. So I'll be doing that on
Yep.
Oh, no.
probably Wednesday. But other than that, I played a little bit of Warhammer Total War. That game's fun.
Ooh, nice. The Total
Yeah.
War games are fantastic.
Yeah, they are a blast. I'm playing the vampire counts right now. I'm just raining terribleness down upon everybody.
Warhammer Total War is the only way to really play Warhammer.
Tabletop.
Nah, man, it's too expensive.
It's so much
yeah,
fun.
first off, it is way expensive, but Total War I find a lot funner. I mean, the characters are moving and they're running and they're fighting and they're battling. Like, I don't know. I have a great time playing it. I enjoy it. But that's what I've been up to. Just a whole bunch of that.
Nice.
Not really a whole bunch. I've been doing that for like the last today. I played it a bit today. And I played a little bit last night too. Yeah.
Didn't you guys have? Was that last week or this week when you guys were like talking like conspiracies and shit?
That was last Tuesday.
I wasn't sure if that was
Yeah.
last week or the week prior.
Yeah, when
Yeah, that was
when our
last week.
internet, when me and Nate's internet went out,
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that was fun because I was talking to Walker during that.
Yeah. And
Was
all of a
that
sudden,
not the Tuesday that just passed?
Yeah,
Yep.
that was. Just
yeah, that's why I
this
wasn't
past
sure
Tuesday.
because it would have been technically in the week, so I
Yeah,
wasn't
it
sure
would have
when
been
it was.
for what happened this week. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. So
Yeah, I
that was my week. Fairly productive.
Nice.
Yeah,
What about
probably
you,
doing
Mark?
the same thing next week.
Nothing too crazy. Been just playing a bunch of tabletop simulator with the boys here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With the
Yeah, that's
boys.
fun. Yeah, we did that last night. That was good times.
When you guys left, what was that game, Mark?
Oh my
Uh,
gosh.
We were playing Choking Hazard from the people that made Cyanide and Happiness.
That game was ridiculous.
Yeah, you pretty much just get 3 cards and then you try and finish a story.
So
You took a picture of the one. You should have
Yep,
taken a
I
picture of
did.
the other one, Walker.
yeah, so this is how the one story started. Just as a heads up for any young viewers, this is not for.
No.
The show isn't.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this
yeah,
show
the
the
really
in
isn't.
general.
This show really
I'm
isn't
not gonna
family
say any of the
friendly.
bad ones, but
Some of them were pretty bad.
um,
What's up,
where
Dale?
is
As Kappa would like, the show is not for ages under 13. Or 16.
so basically you make a story out of a pictures.
You basically make a Cyanide and Happiness comic panel.
Yeah, so there's different ones. So like this one was, do you believe in magic? And the one guy says, guess what time it is? And then the other guy goes, check out my twerking skills. Then it's grinding. They're grinding on each other. The one guy pulls out a pack of condoms. And the next picture says, that reminds me, do you mind if I go on a date with your sister? And the last image is of the 2 guys licking each other.
No, the one dude's like a dude's face.
Yeah. And then there was some that got very,
The anal
Gosh.
one is the one that had me fucking crying.
oh
I
my
was
God.
laughing so hard.
Like there was one was pick any card. And then it's,
Oh man, this one was bad.
yeah. Then basically it's a dude erected. And then the one guy says, I'm 11 years old. Slap. I blame God for this. And then there's just little things like that. That's not as bad as, but some of them got pretty foul. But it
Yeah,
was
that's a
actually
funny
fucking
one.
hilarious.
Kind of like Cards Against Humanity, but like as a comic panel.
Mhm.
Yeah, you make
Type thing.
stories. I didn't take a picture of the yen one where we actually had like
We had
All
a
of
whole
us-
table
all of
full,
this.
yeah.
Yeah, we had the whole entire table full of stories.
Jesus.
It was fun. Yeah, we'll
Oh,
have
yeah.
to play it.
Yeah, we definitely will. Obviously,
table.
we weren't playing obviously how you're supposed to play. We were just picking up cards and making just
Yeah, just
customizing
laying them
whatever
where
story
we thought they
want.
would work.
Yeah.
Well, hey,
And
maybe
actually-
that's half the appeal of the game.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that was fun though. What else you do this week, Mark? Anything?
Nothing too crazy. Just a bunch of work. Cleaned up the house. I don't know.
Nice.
Shit, good shit. What about you, Nathaniel?
Nothing, honestly. Like,
This whole week has
Everything.
just
Yeah.
been. This whole week has just been for I think everyone just so boring.
Law week.
it's been like even like so overall this week's kind of just been like physically and mentally draining. So like if I'm low energy tonight, that's gonna be why. It just I don't know. It felt like a super like nothing actually happened, but I just felt like one of those heavy weeks.
I think
just
it's.
like,
I think it's us just getting ready for the holidays.
Holidays.
Yeah, honestly, that shit's gonna suck.
And then just
Um,
as a heads up for go ahead, Nate, sorry.
I was just gonna say, like, I mean, other than like nothing, played like Mark said, played some tabletop, fucking played some Sorry again. Played that since I was like 12.
That was.
That was fun. That was a good
That
fucking
was
time, and
not
you
fun.
know it.
Sorry.
Yeah,
I
we
came in dead last until the end, and then I fucking came
then I
back
flipped
with a
the
vicious
table.
win.
Then I did a
Yeah.
strength check on the table.
Strength check. But I mean, not necessarily anything that happened this
No
week.
idea
I've
what
been
hit
playing
it.
some custom games on COD, which is always a good ass fucking time.
Yeah.
And we all finally got tabletop, so hopefully D&D can start soon.
Yeah, I know
I had a
Trevor
lot of
came
fun
in a
with
couple
that.
after you guys left. Trevor came on. I think he was wondering if we were playing Tabletop Simulator, but obviously we weren't. We were just going
Wrapping
through
it up.
every single game that Mark had.
Played some good old Uno. That's always a good way to break a
Hard
We need to
friendship.
find a better deck for
You
you.
have Uno. Yeah, Nate, being a man of color blindness, why are you so
Let's play Uno.
insistent of playing Uno?
Okay, so here's the thing. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's like the colorway of my computer or if it's just like the way the game has like the representation of the colors.
You
But
seem
I've
fine
never-
on the other version.
the
Because everything's
PlayStation.
way more vibrant and in your face. These are all
Yeah.
kind of dulled out colors, and the reds and the greens are so fucking close to me, at least. And like, if you're absentmindedly looking at it, like most people do when they play Uno, because it's not really a super heavy focus game.
Oh yeah.
It's, oh, this is this. Set it down. Continue.
That's why you
your
kept
day.
losing.
Yo.
Got him.
No, I think you won once, didn't you?
Focus has to be 140%
No,
when
I
playing.
did not
Uno. I
win
don't know
any
what kind
time.
of game you play.
Probably one more than I did.
This is extreme. This is that YOLO level.
Flip it.
Oh no.
No, yeah, strength check the
Launch the
shit out
table
of that.
across the.
That's what we're
Hard
just
to
gonna
control.
say
That
from
was
now
fun.
on. It's like whenever I like flip something or hit something, I'm just gonna do strength check.
Strength check.
I just strength checked it.
Yeah. Well, my button for strength checking the table was disabled right out the gate, and I just chalked it up to the fact that I knew Mark knew that I would probably
Rage
not
it.
be able to resist flipping the table over repeatedly.
Because
I
I
have
game.
Poor willpower.
I'm just trying to think if I actually did anything else semi interesting this week. Not
You watched
not
one
that I can think
episode
of.
of Cells at Work.
Yeah, I did end up watching one episode of Cells at Work.
Or next
Cells at
that's
anime.
gonna be- that's going to be the next anime we review on the good old anime corner. Which,
Fun.
as I know, we had said like every 2 weeks, but like it's
I have
hard
no
to
idea.
find time with how much we fucking do. Like we work a lot, we also stream and like game. It'll come out. It's 13
It's tough
episodes.
stuff, though.
We'll get through it.
We will.
Cool.
I don't want to. As of right now, I don't want to like bind us into a schedule. It's just like they'll come out when they come out.
When it comes out. If
Yeah.
anything, me and Walker can have one where it's just talk about Dragon Ball Super.
Yeah,
Yeah,
if y'all
baby.
want to do that for sure.
Be
'cause I don't
dunking on
fucking
Dragon
know
Ball
shit
Super
about
for
that.
an hour and a half.
But yeah, I mean, other than that, I kind of just been chilling. Me and Schroeder had talked some conspiracy on Tuesday, which was a lot of fun. At least I had a good time. Schroeder learned that Finland doesn't actually exist, and I'll stand by that.
Neither do giraffes.
Yeah. Wait, what?
Giraffes don't
Giraffes?
exist. Yeah.
Nope.
they're-
Yeah.
they're
Giraffes
just
don't
government
exist. How could they
satellite.
possibly? How could they
Yeah,
possibly exist?
But I've physically
What a
pet
weird
them.
animal.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
it's
pet a
Android.
government satellite.
Yes.
Yeah, government robot.
Yeah.
It licked my hand for the
Government
carrot.
satellite.
Yeah, it's a very advanced robot.
Yeah, kind of like birds. How
Don't
they're
you
just
know we live in the
drones.
future?
Have you ever been
Yeah.
to Japan? I don't think so.
No, but I've
You
been
know
to
my level, weeb.
I've been to,
Giraffes
I've
everywhere.
been to the drive-through zoo.
I'm sorry, the drive-through zoo.
The drive-through zoo.
Yes,
What
so
the
I'll
fuck
tell
is
you
a
about
drive-through
that.
zoo?
They're like drive-through safaris, not zoos.
It's a fucking zoo, though. Honestly, like at the end of the day, it's a zoo.
Well, yeah,
Jurassic
a
Park
a
or
lot of people like when they say that they think of
Yeah.
safaris. Like that's why they're
But
probably
yeah,
like,
like we were in our
A
fucking
Jurassic Park ride, basically.
no. Like so, we actually had like bison come up and eat carrots, like because they did a big ass thing of carrots, and like I've been licked by a bison. My hand,
Yeah.
dude.
So,
If a
so better than
bison
animal
licks your
I knew you
hand,
were
it's
into
the
that freaky shit.
shut the fuck up. Fucking,
I am I've been to
the
one
tiger
of those
was
before.
creepy. The tiger
Yeah.
was actually genuinely kind of sketchy.
Yeah.
But, like it was super tame. It was like a giant. Like I wasn't gonna get out and pet it, but it was like a giant fucking just kitty cat.
My
Just hanging out.
I don't remember where we went to one. I think it was the one in Toronto, in Canada, because there's one there. There's a huge one there. The
I'm
lions.
really glad you didn't get out of the car to pet the tiger.
the lions rolled up like right next to our vehicle, and this was a long time ago, and our camera was
What's
in our
up?
trunk.
You in our hood.
They
And
just rolled up on you?
Well, yeah, because you drive through, it's like a safari thing. You drive through it with
They
your own
rolled
car.
up on you with
You
nine
gotta sign
wheels.
you gotta sign your waiver. You gotta sign a waiver saying if they break your vehicle, they jump on it, they scratch it and ding it, you can't sue. You're going at your own
put
risk.
yourself into that. Absolutely.
What
But-
are you gonna do? Sue a lion?
We'll
Yeah.
sue the company. Like if a lion
the
jumps on
fucking
the hood of
lion.
your car and dents it, you can't sue the zoo saying they ruined your car.
Right.
But the
Should've been
lions,
driving around by
the lions came right up next to
all
us.
mad.
And everyone, it was hilarious because people like you could tell that people like didn't like forgot their cameras are in the trunk and shit. So you saw like doors like opening, like they wanted to get out and they would hurry up and quickly close them. Like, yeah, I'm gonna change my mind on that one.
I'm gonna be honest. Like, how many fucking cars nowadays don't have some way to crawl into the back and get your shit out of the fucking trunk? Why
Yeah,
would
pretty
you
much
get out of
everyone
the car?
nowadays.
Well, no, this
But,
was
yeah.
when I was young, like a long,
I don't
long time
care.
ago.
There's still the pull tab. You could drop down the seat. If little Jimmy,
Not back
Huh?
Nah, man, we're talking back when you used to have to drive cars with your feet.
and
You would run.
like in the 90s, there were still the pull tabs. I've been in the car with the wooden ashtrays on the sides. Like, I know how those old cars are.
Well, not when there's 8 people in the back seat.
That's
Can't
why you
move.
push little Timmy out the fucking car and you get your camera. Sacrificial lamb, dude. You've heard of that, right?
Yeah. No, I remember those. Those are fun.
No, yeah, fucking. But that's neat. I don't know how I ended up on that fucking subject, but
Oh, because
Yeah.
giraffes aren't real.
oh yeah, I'm gonna say I've
They are.
Neither are
Fed.
birds. Neither are birds.
birds aren't real.
They're all just
Yeah, so I've heard.
sophisticated.
Reagan killed them.
Yeah,
The
They're all
birds
just-
work for the bourgeoisie.
fucking bourgeoisie.
The fucking bourgeoisie.
Anything else special in your week?
Not this week. Next week, if I can find the time. Excuse me, sorry. I'd like to stream some tabletop with the boys. I think that'd be
boys.
fun.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
And I also very much so would like all of us to be able to get into like a multiplayer game that we can all play. I know technically we can do COD, but the only person that doesn't have that is Shrodes. But that is
Well, I know he was
fun,
thinking about it
and
on Black Friday. I don't know if you still are or not, but
I'd really
Yeah, but it's
so
on sale.
one thing I'd really like to get into, and I just don't ever see anyone like being like, yeah, I'm gonna go play. I want to do I want to do some 5M shit like really bad. I just don't want to be
Oh, yeah,
alone.
I forgot about that.
I don't think James even has that on his computer
No,
anymore.
I have it. I re-downloaded it.
Did you?
Once I figured
feel
out,
like-
once I realized that I could delete those master copies of those videos that I recorded, and free
You
up
had no
like
room- you had
all
no
those
room on your
goddamn
computer.
space. Yeah. Back when
I'd definitely like to play some 5M.
Discovered suddenly you had so much more room.
when I realized I could delete 8 folders and free up like 90 gigs of space, you know, it's like, yeah.
Yeah. I know I need to do a reset on my computer. I think it would really appreciate it.
But yeah, I mean, not a ton over here. Just been busy at work. Got an interview on fucking Wednesday.
Nice.
Nice.
For what?
It's probably going to not happen only due to the fact that I'm really not interested, and if they don't offer me as much money as I'm looking for, they're probably not going to. But it's assistant manager at Get Air, and the only reason I applied is because I want to go jump for free. I really enjoy it. Yo, I love
There you go.
trampoline parks and like doing backflips and shit, and like what's the other word? Kong jumps and shit. There is a lot of fun because like a couple of years ago, me and my buddies used to go downtown in like the beginning of fall when it wasn't too cold and wasn't too warm, and we would do like actual free running on top of like parking garages and scale up the middle and go up the sides, like the ones that we could actually get onto. I don't know if any of y'all know what the dungeon is over towards Gannon, but we used to do that a lot as well. Yeah, we would climb those ones, the sidings of that, because they weren't too dangerous, but they were also just enough to be like, all right, well, let's not fuck this up
The
because I could hurt our
dungeon?
ankles. It's the Gannon Park. It's the Gannon fucking
That parking
Parking
lot,
garage.
right? Yeah, right,
I
right
know what
across
you're
from.
talking about.
yeah.
Oh my gosh.
This so like I longboard a lot, and like a lot of me and my friends go skating and biking, and it's I don't know why, but they call it the dungeon just because like gets kind of sketchy when you go to the bottom. But yeah, I definitely want to do more shit. I'm definitely planning on streaming something. I kind of want to stream everything again because I want to hear more of Alan Watts's fucking infinite wisdom. But yeah,
Hear everything.
that's all from me.
Man, it's hard streaming everything. That's a lot of games.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
it's
is.
too much.
God, I hate you so much, Mark.
What about you, Mr. Geach?
Yeah,
Such a
Walker.
dick. Jerked off a lot. That's always
All
a
right.
highlight.
Well, all right. So about the stadium.
Nice.
Oh my gosh. From
Actually,
parkour to that.
Actually, I was staying a lot this week, so I'm pretty proud of myself. Only about like 15 times, so I'm really happy. No, I'm just kidding.
What?
That's more than twice a day.
Yeah,
No,
November.
that's twice a day, and then one day for 3 times.
Hey, according to the Wolf of Wall Street, you'll do it 3 to 5 times a day. You'll be doing it by thinking about money. Just remember that.
Yeah.
Way of life, man.
Okay.
All right. Well,
That's a podcast, ladies and
logging
gentlemen.
off. That's a podcast.
Hey, that's Matthew McConaughey's words to what the fuck's his name?
All right.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
All right.
There we go.
You gotta pump
man.
up those numbers.
There you go. Those are rookie numbers.
literally. 15
And then
times
5
a
minutes
week.
later,
Fuck,
they
go
I do that
bankrupt.
in a day.
And then they go bankrupt. Watched
That's
all the
why.
Mandalorians. Did that, but I've done that since they've been released in the past week.
So you watched the
Um,
latest episode of The Mandalorian.
Yeah, half man, half DeLorean. That's a good.
What do you
good
think of
show.
Baby Yoda?
Half man, half DeLorean.
Yeah.
The Mandalorian, half man, half DeLorean.
Exactly.
So the Cybertruck.
The
segue into the Cybertruck.
Yeah, I know, right?
Basically.
the Gremlin. Yeah. Someone actually posted a picture side by side of Baby Yoda and a Gremlin. They look the exact same.
So just because I'm assuming someone's probably gonna say something at some point. Yes, everyone's aware it's not actually Yoda. It's just his species.
yeah,
Oh,
Baby
yeah.
Yoda.
Yeah. Which they have confirmed that because it became such a huge success, that merch is on the way for any Star Wars fans who
Nice.
want that. They will be
That
making dolls,
sweet
shirts,
Baby
and
Yoda
clothes.
merch.
Are you kidding me? It's owned by Disney. They know what they're doing.
Oh yeah.
They already
Merch
had that
merch was
shit.
coming out regardless.
They already
Oh, yeah.
had that shit like in production.
Right. They
Before
got
The
they got
Mandalorian
the
was even
nail
released.
pins already in boxes, getting ready to like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
I haven't done much. Went to a bunch of restaurants all week. Spent a lot of money on
Nice.
food. That's a lot.
You went to Red Lobster, or
Hate you
as
so much
Nate would
sometimes.
Nate would see Lobster.
I went to Red Lobster yesterday, Chili's the day before,
Hi,
Welcome to Chili's.
Texas Roadhouse the day before that.
But you ain't in Texas.
Had KFC like 2 days, but 3 days, 4 days before that. Like
So is it cold in there?
are my nipples. What do you mean?
In Chili's, is it cold?
Oh, I don't know.
Okay, right over the head.
Oh,
That's what you're
oh,
talking
ha,
about.
ha.
Got it. Haha. That's
I
an easy
feel like
one.
that's a. I feel
Thanks,
like
Dad.
I was gonna say. I feel like that's a Dan joke.
Stream every once in a while, everything freezes up.
But that was
It's
pretty much about
chilly.
it. Haven't done much of nothing. Watched a wrestling pay per view today. That was kind of cool. Haven't done that in a fat minute.
Is there a football game in the background?
There is actually.
Hmm?
The Packers playing.
No,
Oh,
what
the
he was talking
Packers.
about earlier.
Oh yeah, you missed it. So there was. I'm watching WWE Survivor Series today. Obviously, I work from home, so I play it on my work computer. Nobody obviously can hear what I'm listening to. So I have it playing. I answer a call. The pay-per-view is still playing in the background. So I hear the pay-per-view. They're commentating. The crowd's going crazy, and the lady's talking to me. And I'm talking. She's talking about her fridge. Ice maker's not working. So I'm typing stuff, and then she was like, "Are you at a football game right now?" I was like, "No, why?" And at this point on the wrestling pay-per-view, the crowd's going nuts. like screaming, and she was like, "It sounds like you're at a football game." All I hear is like a crowd cheering. And I'm like, I don't know. I had customers tell me that all day. Something's going on with my mic, and I don't know what that is. I quietly go over, press pause on the pay-per-view, and she was like, "Oh, it went away. You were watching football. You just turned the TV off, didn't you?" I'm just sitting there. I'm like, I honestly don't know what you're talking about.
Not exactly football, but
Yeah. And she was like, "Uh-huh."
What's a
I was like, that was
football?
freaking embarrassing. That was
What's
hilarious.
the football?
yeah, so I don't
No,
know.
man,
That's
I'm
just
not
us
watching
football.
soccer.
Oh. But that was pretty much the highlight of my week, was that right there. So that's pretty much about it. So really quick couple things here before we get into the news. As the audience, this is for you guys, just you guys are aware. Upcoming is the holidays, so nothing is set in stone. But as you all know, we all work for Best Buy, and during the heat of things in December, we are open till 11 p.m. So we usually do the podcast on Sunday or Monday. The last half of December, we are open until 11 o'clock Sundays and Mondays. So the likeliness of all of us being able to be on the podcast, hopefully it works where we all can be on it. There's no guarantees, so just as a heads up to everybody, because James and Nate usually close Sundays. They'd be working till 11 p.m. Wouldn't get home till midnight. Wouldn't start the podcast till 1:30 in the morning, etc. And obviously Schroeder does have off Sunday, Mondays, but Christmas is on a Wednesday,
My
which
dude.
we always say have off. So one of the
That's
weeks
so weird.
he'll be working Sunday or Monday, and same thing with Mark and Nate. So so we will let you guys know when the week comes as to what's going on. If it happens, unfortunately, every single one of us, well, not me, but them have to close or do whatever on both days, we may or may not be having a podcast that week, but we'll let you know when that time comes. I just wanted to give you guys a quick heads up.
Keep tuned to the Twitter
Yes.
account at LVL Unlocked Pod.
So I just wanted to give everyone a quick heads up there, because obviously this week is Thanksgiving and it starts the holiday season. Technically it started like 3 weeks ago, but now we're in the thick of it. So just as a quick heads up to everyone listening now, I wanted to say it now instead of the end, just so people are aware. If something were to change, James or somebody, well, James is the only one that has the login for that, so he'll keep you updated and let you know what will happen with the podcast. If we cannot do it, hopefully we can, even if it's just two of us. So, but we'll let you know.
So yeah, dates will be tentative.
Yes. Yeah, because no one knows their schedule until the week before because of the holidays, so no one knows what they work.
Which that pisses me off. I schedule shit around that, and I hate how.
Yeah, I was never a fan of that. You figured for the holidays you'd want to have more in advance, especially the opening at 8 a.m. and closing at 11 p.m. So
Oh well.
it sucks, but we'll make it through. We'll let you guys know. Let's get in some news.
News.
Let's start with some movies, shall we? Don't fall asleep, James.
Kick back, relax.
Yeah. Does anybody have anything actually before we start it?
Anything about
Nah.
what?
Walker likes
Anything
man.
random? I don't know. I do.
That is all.
Breaking news. This just in. You heard
Fuck.
it here first from Mark.
Oh, there is something random I'd like to say. This is probably the first time ever that our weeks have gone less than an hour.
Got in like less
Wow.
than 30 minutes.
Yeah,
Proud of all of you.
yeah. It's been like half an hour. This is
Proud of everybody right now.
Honestly, I'd
Like-
say a little less than half an hour. Like we've been streaming for about half an hour, so
yeah.
Yeah, because I was live
45
for
minutes.
16 minutes before we started.
Yeah, I was
Mhm.
right around the same. I'm at 43 now.
yeah,
so.
that's fair.
So good shit. Some TV and movies. Frozen 2 came out this week.
Let it
go. Everybody had horrible expectations and thought it was going to do shit. It actually broke the box office record for the highest grossing anime movie of all time for the opening weekend.
Wow.
No big deal. I know.
Yeah, so that was it. Honestly, it had horrible reviews, and no one expected it to do good. It did $130 million.
That shit's fucking certified on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah,
Are people saying they're liking it?
yeah. Now they are after it came out. the initial reviews were horrible because they said it was too mature. But that's what they were aiming for. You got to realize Frozen 1 came out, what, 7 years ago?
No, not that long ago.
Not that
I
long
think
ago?
so.
Hey Google,
6 years ago?
when did Frozen come out?
So basically they wanted that same audience to watch the movie.
2013.
2013. Holy shit.
Yeah.
It
Wow,
hasn't
yeah,
been
it's
that
almost
long.
7 years
Go
ago.
Curb.
Yeah, $130 million. The second highest grossing anime movie of all time for the opening weekend was Zootopia at 75 million.
Zootopia
So it
was
almost doubled
fantastic.
Zootopia.
That movie was awesome.
It is number 4 the all-time opening movies in November history, which is awesome as well. Right? It hardcore exceeded expectations. Basically, if you take the last month and a half and combined all the revenue that was made in opening weekends, it beat every single movie in the last month and a half.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, and that includes the Charlie's Angels reboot, Doctor
That movie
Sleep,
bombed.
which is the sequel to
The Shining.
The Shining and Terminator Dark Fate.
The Shinning.
So,
I heard that movie's really good.
What,
Dark Fate?
Shining?
No, Doctor Sleep.
didn't do good in the box office, but a lot of those movies usually don't, and then it releases and everyone
Mhm.
loves it. A couple of weeks from now, you have Jumanji, and then the year is out with The Rise of Skywalker. Did you read the Batman news, Nate?
I didn't. I was looking at a lot of the tech stuff.
They have casted Carmine Falcone.
Interesting. That's a bold choice. All right.
Yep. John Peruro. I don't know how to say his last name, unfortunately. He was the bad guy in. He was the
shit.
cop in Transformers. The main dude of Sector 7, the guy that was all crazy in like Transformers 2. He was in the movies like the Big Lebowski and Brother We're Out There and stuff like that. Yeah, he will be Carmine Falcone. So we have Carmine Falcone,
No, can't wait.
we have the Penguin, we have the Riddler, and we also have Catwoman. So there will be a very large amount of people in this very first Batman movie. So we'll see how it plays out.
Oh wait, he's gonna play. He was
Who's he playing?
This dude's playing Carmine Falcone, which is he's a crime boss. He's
Yeah.
part of the Falcone family. He's the lead. He's basically your typical mob boss.
Oh, okay.
That's an extremely bold choice for him to be playing. John Terudo.
John Trudy, that's how I say his last name.
Um,
Sector
that's
7 of
weird.
Transformers. He was the guy who like arrested Shia LaBeouf's character. It's that dude.
Yep.
that's, ugh. I'm pretty sure also one of the lesser known people he's played that people probably don't remember him in, but he was pretty good. He was the villain in Don't Mess with the Zohan. He was the opposite Zohan.
Yes. I do remember that. I
Yeah,
forgot
he
about
played
that
the
movie.
fucking. I think he was like the Israeli Zohan or whatever.
Mhm.
That's interesting. I'm curious. I don't think it's gonna go well, but we'll see.
Yeah.
That's a lot of people.
Interesting pull up.
It's 4 essentially criminals.
Oh,
Or
he was
villains.
also fucking. He was also in Anger Management. That's right. He's mainly a Sandler guy. Like he's in all of the Happy Madison films.
Yeah. Sticking with the DC universe, the Joker 2. Todd Phillips set the record straight, as there is no contract for a sequel, and he does not know when there will be one. So the rumors that they are making a second one has been put to rest. There is no such thing currently, and he doesn't know if there will be.
That's reassuring.
Yep.
Honestly, like that movie does not even close to be needing a sequel. It's a very good movie on its own. It stands perfectly, and there's no room, in my opinion at least, for a sequel. Yes, it's a comic book movie, so technically there's always room for a sequel, but it wouldn't make sense to drag it out because it ended on a perfect note.
Yeah, and it didn't have a post-credit scene.
Yeah, didn't have a post-credit scene. For those who can't hear James, because he sounds like he's 10,000 miles away.
Because I am.
How loud are you actually yelling?
I'm probably annoying my neighbors.
There you go. Sticking in the DC universe, Henry Cavill did an interview yesterday. Some breaking news, actually. He said in the interview that he is indeed still playing Superman. The rumors of him not playing Superman, he said, are not true. He said there is a lot to still explore with this character, and that he is in no way done or giving up on the role.
He should take notes from Affleck.
He said that he's excited for the future, and then after that interview, the producer of Black Adam came out and said that he is extremely open to have him in Black Adam as Superman.
That would make sense strictly to the point that, like, if you watch the end credit scene for Shazam, he had brought in Superman, but the reason they didn't put the head on is because they were uncertain of Cavill's like continued involvement.
Yep, he said that he is for sure. He is not given up, and he's not done with the character, despite all the rumors
Kirby,
saying that his Star Trek 4 is now in motion. They have a new director, and that is now moving forward. The Disney series Loki will include a female Loki.
I'm gonna keep my opinions.
Reading that.
And last but not least, the Star Wars movie that is due in 2022
No.
has its director.
Can we stop? Why so many Star Wars movies?
It's a new trilogy.
Unless we're gonna start going back to like getting a taste of what the actual like before the Banite Sith had started, like when we're looking at like Jadis, Revan, Malik, Malgus, all them, I'm not interested personally. I feel like if we learn more about like the predecessors to how the Sith had become, or even the actual Sith as a race, that'd be super cool.
Dark Plague
But, like,
is the wise.
I'd be cool with that too, because like we would learn like the immortality code. I don't remember the actual guy. I took that from fucking DC. Life code. Yeah, whatever. But
It's a whole new trilogy, nothing to do with anything Skywalker related. And its directors are the directors of Game of Thrones. David Weiss and David Bischoff are the directors of this film, and it is entirely their film and no one else.
so we're gonna get 8 episodes and then they're gonna stop.
It's gonna
So-
take forever.
So that is their film is due in 2022.
Okay, so quick sidebar on the same note of Star Wars and whatnot though. Do y'all think they should keep doing movies? Like, or do you think it would be more, not more, that wouldn't be the right word. Do you think it would be, I guess, yeah, more profitable and like better to expand on if they actually did a TV show and started fleshing out characters and like actually building them an entire, actually, I guess to completely wipe that, to build character development? I feel like that would be a way better move considering they started The Mandalorian.
Don't
And,
they
like,
still
if
have
they
that
start-
animated show?
Rebels?
Yeah.
Either that or
Clone Wars.
Clone Wars would be cool to come back.
It's supposed to, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I think it'd be cool as hell if they had more Star Wars shows. Like,
Because,
that's,
like-
I mean, think about how much further along Star Trek is.
Yeah.
It is so much more developed. And I don't know. At least that's what I think.
Disney
but it's
needs
because
to-
they've been,
Yeah, but-
they have a bazillion episodes.
Yeah, like Disney needs to take notes from themselves because they're fleshing out Marvel characters and keeping them tied in with the universe. So why not do that with Star Wars when there's so much to explore other than the Skywalkers, which I'm really tired of hearing about.
Yeah, but Star Wars has always been more of like an opera kind of style. More I don't want to say Shakespearean, but it's
more like an epic.
Yeah. I feel like I would love to I think it is better to be TV like some TV series for like the spin-offs and stuff. Like what they're doing with The Mandalorian or they did with Rebels or the Star Wars Christmas special, to flesh out the characters more.
The Clone Wars was huge for talking about the backstories and shit.
Yeah.
Even like a short series, like a series short, I suppose.
Well, they're doing
of,
that
like,
with
Plagueis, Malgus.
Obi-Wan.
Yeah, he's getting a short film though.
Yeah.
No, they turned
And,
that into a series, I thought.
Yeah,
Did
it's an 8-episode series.
Okay, and I know Ewan McGregor is coming back. He was just talking about that not too long ago. I think I saw that like yesterday or the day before.
It bridges the gap between number 3 and 4 when he goes into isolation, when he's over watching Luke Skywalker as a baby.
Son of a bitch.
So
Interesting.
But
because obviously we don't know what happened in there, so now it tells us what happened.
I feel like for like backstories and sub stories, I think TV shows would be better. But for mainline shit, I feel like the movies would be better because they would have higher production budgets. It's supposed to be a grand epic, in scale with Star Wars as a whole. That's what
I
it's
guess
supposed-
like
I will say though, the Mandalorian, man, they have their graphic design thing. It looks like a movie. Like it's crisp as hell.
so
But you
like I
can't
guess
even tell.
my thing is like with the Mandalorian, truthfully, when I end up getting Disney Plus, because I have Verizon, I'll fucking get it at some point. But like with that, I can genuinely tell you I'll probably end up watching it, but I don't care. Like there's not enough about the Mandalorians for me to have been like, yeah, I want a whole ass show about these people. Like I got enough from Clone Wars. They delved into it a lot. They ended up having to do it with the black lightsaber, which I thought was cool as fuck because it looked like a machete. But like, if they were to do that with like the other characters, I feel like that'd be a great idea. I don't know. My big problem with the movies is they're way too close together, and I always feel rushed into watching them, as I have not learned enough from the previous like movie. If they could span it out like 3 or 4 years in between, and then you'd be able to build your budget at that point too, because Disney ain't fucking hurting on money.
kind of like what they did with the original trilogy.
Yeah, like have it like spaced out, and like you can actually have time to.
Yeah, the original
dwell and
trilogy was
learn.
like 20 years though.
That's okay. Like that's how it became its grand epic though. Like
Yeah,
it had a
it would still be.
beginning, it had its peak, and then it had a perfect crescendo. And like everything worked the way it was supposed to. And then
I guess-
pumping out a movie every year feels just super manufactured.
I guess the benefit of this though now is because it is a completely separate saga. You don't have to watch these 9 movies to know what's going on in this one.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah,
guess
but-
that's kind of
And-
a thing.
and also
I feel like you do.
yeah.
No, they said that the two will have nothing to do with each other.
Oh, so
They will-
like the new ones?
The new one will be completely unrelated to any of the first 9 movies.
Okay, so that I'm fine with, but like for like the new age kids that aren't like even as young as me, like 21, like the people who are like 16, 17, 18, this era, and like Gen Z, whatever's coming up now, they're gonna watch the new ones and be like, what the fuck's going on?
Fucking
because you have
Zoomers.
to have the backstory.
Yep.
Yeah, but
Like,
no, I
Star
agree with
Wars
that.
is a thing though that's like it ages like a fine wine. Though it's not like, Transformers where, 10 years from now people are going to look back on it and be like, people aren't going to find that shit enjoyable in like 10, 15 years.
I mean, they're definitely good,
Are-
colorful, poppy.
Hey, Michael Bay
let me
made
finish my
some
sentence.
explosions.
That's what I was actually about to get at. Is they're good, keep yourself entertained, wow factor with special effects, popcorn
No,
flicks. They're not
no,
meant
they're
to be a legitimate thing.
They're forgetting like 13-year-old boys rocks off.
It's okay. So like, I don't know if anyone else was a big fucking Transformers fan back when like the TV show was on in the '90s, but like, I fucked with that shit hard.
Yeah.
I like
I
Beast
loved
Wars
it.
more. Give me a Beast Wars movie, and I'll be happy.
Give me a Beast Wars movie.
Zords.
Voltron. Yes, Zoids.
Zoids.
Zoids, yeah,
I'm gonna
sorry.
say, talking about
Zoids.
Power Rangers because I'm into that too.
Zoids. That's what I meant. Zoids.
Zoids was my shit, dude.
I remember Zoids. I
I
remember
s-
getting up a little extra early before school just so I could watch
Mhm.
it.
I still have that
Uh,
white tiger toy somewhere, in a
I
box
have,
somewhere.
I have the Black Lion. I can't remember his
Shit.
name.
Nate,
Yeah,
let's play the GameCube game sometime.
dude, I'm down.
I'll buy it.
100 fucking percent. Okay. Bet.
Well, that's some interesting, nice little tangent on Star Wars and stuff.
Yeah.
I just feel like everything.
Star
takes you
Wars
manufactured-
Star Wars is huge. That will definitely boost the numbers.
Yeah.
Speaking of Star
We're
Wars,
gonna chat
I
Star
won't
Wars real quick.
I won't go into it, but someone made a list of every change Disney made to the New Hope on Disney Plus.
Oh no.
Like changes that they re-edited. One being Han Solo in the
Yeah,
diner.
shot first.
Yeah. That scene's been edited multiple times. And they edit it again. So
What did they do this time?
Greedo shot first indefinitely.
Yeah. So they made it where Han shot first, then they made it where Greedo shot first, then they shot the same time, and then Yeah,
Now
they've
it's
edited it.
indefinite. Yeah.
Yeah, they've edited it like 5 times.
Just make Han
So-
shoot first. He's a
Along
piece
with
of shit. He's a sneaky
I hate Han
motherfucker.
Solo.
He's a sneaky motherfucker. Have him shoot first.
they changed the color of the Lucasfilms emblem at the beginning of the movie. They changed the color of it.
to red and black, like
Yeah.
Marvel.
They changed the color of it. They added like little teeny tiny things. But someone made a list of it because they were appalled that they would do that.
So not a New Hope, but I genuinely didn't know until about a couple days ago that they fucking brought Hayden Christensen back in to fucking reshoot the death scene of Darth Vader.
Yeah,
I
after
didn't know that.
Yeah, after episode 3 came out, any iteration
when Lu-
of episode 6, any iteration of episode 6 coming out has Hayden Christensen at the end
where
of it.
Luke Skywalker, after they burn Darth Vader, Luke looks up and he sees Yoda, Hayden Christensen, and the fuck's the other dude?
Obi-Wan.
Obi-Wan?
Obi-Wan. Yeah. Sorry.
So wait. Because that I remember, but didn't they do that for when he was laying in the bodysuit? Didn't they re-edit that scene too, as to having Hayden Christensen? Because it was just a random person.
Yeah. When after Darth Vader dies and he's getting burned, Luke
No,
looks
no,
up
I'm-
and he sees the silhouettes of him.
No, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about when he's laying on the ship, as he's like laying down, like propped up, and then the helmet actually comes off. Or is that still the random dude?
Oh, that's still the random guy.
Okay, I thought that's what they were talking about because
No,
I know
no.
that he's in the scene, like the Force Ghosts.
No. No. When he takes off his helmet, that's still the
Okay.
burnt old version of Darth
See,
Vader.
that's what I was like super interested about because that's what I
Oh,
was
no,
talking
no,
to
no.
Trevor, and I was like, "Oh, did that?" And I'm like, "Oh, okay."
No, the ghost.
Yeah, the Force Ghost I am aware
Yeah.
of.
So that's all I got for movie news. Mark or James, what do you guys want to talk about the amazing epic launch of the Google Stadia?
James just wants to tear it apart.
Someone give me a basketball. I'm about to dunk on this fucking thing. All right,
It's still in beta, TLDR.
it's still shit. TLDR.
Don't buy it.
Don't buy it.
TL.
All right,
Yeah,
so here, let me grab my notebook that I can't find. Pretend I have a notebook, a pretty long notebook, like Declaration of Independence size notebook.
Okay.
All right, reason number 1 not to buy the Stadia, the fucking input lag. Holy shit, the input lag's bad. Like really bad.
And it's inconsistent, so might work, might not.
There's that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who was it? Someone from the Washington Post, from WAPO, was reviewing it, and he reviewed it both inside of the office building that has, godlike internet, godlike fiber internet, the best that you can get in DC. And he's like, yeah, he shows a video of him playing Destiny 2, and he has the camera pointed at the screen, presses the jump button, has enough time to turn the camera around to face him, and then the character jumps. Oof. So that's pretty bad.
It's not great.
Also, people are still upset that, you can't really use it on anything.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
You got like 3 phones that you can use it on, maybe.
the 3s, the 4s, and the 3As.
Isn't the
That's it.
iOS one out?
Oh, and the
Nope,
2s.
not yet.
It's not
Oh,
out?
really? The
You
2s
can
were?
download the app though, I thought.
Yeah, but it's
you
not
can get it on
available yet.
console, too.
Okay.
And I
Um,
know
many-
Go ahead.
No, what are you gonna say, Mark?
I know some users were also reporting that it burned out their Chromecast Ultra
mhm.
so while they're playing games. So,
So yeah, didn't they not update the firmware quick enough to the point where it just kind of starts burning things?
well, it's not even that. It's just that they probably pushed out a firmware update to handle this, and it's just not well optimized. So
Okay.
people are playing games for 6 or 8 hours and then killing their Chromecast.
Or
So-
or how about the fact if you buy a game when you're Stadia like Pro member, if you
Thank
buy
you.
the game, if it's either free or if it is on sale, if you buy the game, say it's on sale for like $49.99, a $60 game, you buy the game on sale, and then you let your like $10 a month membership lapse, you cannot play that game anymore.
That's so fucking dumb.
Gotta buy it again.
You got to buy it again at full price, motherfucker. That's one of the perks.
Discounts.
It's a feature.
I gotta turn down my my follow notification. Someone just followed me again, and I always forget it's fucking Goku going ape shit crazy. It's so loud. I was lounging in my chair and it happened. And
Something
many-
that what's up?
I said, how many times was it downloaded? Wasn't there like some? Didn't you have the numbers?
175,000.
Yeah,
I
so
think.
Is that
yeah.
good or bad?
coming
Yeah,
up for
that's low.
175,000. If you consider pretty much any other console launch, it's pretty shitty. Like 175 people at most playing your console
Yeah, that's
like
true.
at launch. Like
People are saying
don't-
it's super weird playing Destiny 2, being in the hangar and not seeing a soul. Another player.
yeah, the Destiny 2 doesn't even cross save across all of your
It
different
cross
platforms
it
it's
cross
on.
saves, but it's not cross platform.
Oh, you got me.
Speaking of that too, Bungie said they have no plans on releasing Destiny 2 the collection on anything except for the Stadia.
Yeah, but you could just buy the expansions.
Nobody's gonna play it.
Yeah, but you could also just buy the expansions.
Yeah, but you
I
could.
mean, the
but
game's
in terms
free
of-
now, so
Yeah,
You're not supposed to know that.
as of right now, you have to have an invite code to use Stadia, so you have
Mhm.
to pay $130 just to fucking use it.
yeah.
And then you have to pay the service, and then you have to buy your fucking games.
Yeah.
So, nah, not right now. It's still in beta. Like, you're paying into the experience, and it's not even working right now. So,
And here's the thing, it's like,
Maybe
who
a year from
is
now.
Stadia for anyway?
Google doesn't even know.
Because if it's for people who are tech conscious like us, you already have a game system or a computer that can play games on it.
Yeah, like, why am I
Yeah.
going to want to go on my phone and restart Red Dead Redemption 2?
Yeah.
But
Like,
Convenience, I don't know.
4K
Takes forever.
4K 5.1 surround sound though.
Assuming that shit works, though.
But 4K though.
Yeah, input lag.
But
4K.
4K.
Data.
So
I don't know.
just because I wanted to do a comparison, I can't Xbox
Negative
Ones,
latency.
but at the day of launch, 250,000 for PlayStation 4, and then within 48 hours, 500,000, and within the first 5 weeks, over 4.2 million. That's a torrential downpour of dunkage
Yeah.
comparatively.
Yeah.
Really quick, we have greetings from Brazil.
Hey.
Oh, what's up?
Oh, hey
Hello
bud.
there.
Athena came into my chat and said greetings from Brazil.
Nice.
SNA.
And before we get off Stadia, I want to talk about a little controversial thing that they're doing.
Controversy.
So, can someone please explain to me what the fuck a gender neutral controller is?
Oh, it's a controller because, you know, most controllers are either in blue or, you know, red. You know,
There's-
man colors.
There's quite literally purple,
But-
pink,
But
rainbow.
but wait,
Light
hold
black.
on.
This is the first thing
But
that came to my
hold
mind.
on though. Wait
Okay.
a second. But
They all look like dicks.
but wait. They need more controllers that are in, you know, black and white, things that are gender neutral. Because
consoles
Lord
come with
knows
a black or a white
nobody
controller?
makes a fucking black or white controller.
Isn't that the default controller you get?
But
Yeah,
no,
different
though. Gender neutral.
I'm glad I brought this up.
How to spell it, bro?
It's
Let-
just it physically blows my
Okay,
mind.
so when the PS5 comes out and the Xbox 2 comes out, I'm gonna have a controller reveal party.
Oh, absolutely.
It's gonna burn down half a fucking city block, but I'm gonna have a
But the other
controller
thing
reveal
I really
party.
the other thing I'd love to point out is, if anything, Nintendo did this long time ago.
What?
Like, not like the gender neutral thing, but they're the ones who had like all multicolored controllers, and then like, because for them at least a good amount of time, the main color controllers were white for Xbox, well technically black to start with Xbox, and for PlayStation started off with gray, and then it went white for Xbox when the Xbox 360 came out, and then once again for the Xbox One Xbox One
Vina.
did start with black. But anyhow,
But when the 1S came out, it was white.
yeah, it was white again. And like, it's always been black or white, which is the two default colors
But-
you get.
But,
Are they gonna dive into a fucking race issue at that point? Like,
But-
what are we doing now?
but those aren't gender neutral, though.
How
It's not-
neutral can you
It's
get?
not the right shade of white. It's not the right shade of black.
You get a white controller with the white Xboxes, and you get a black controller with your PlayStation.
Yeah, but they're not.
Yeah.
They're not gender neutral though.
What?
You gotta get
Okay.
the gender
Oh my
neutral
God.
version of the white controller.
I don't know. What does that mean?
Yeah, you got.
Exactly.
It's slightly. It's like more of an eggshell color.
Mason, what do the numbers mean?
Oh, Jesus.
The numbers, Mason.
I just
I
want my
just-
fluorescent brown one. I'd be good with that.
So, okay, I'm happy I have my controller right next to me. How do you get more gender neutral than fucking clear?
But it's not gender neutral though,
How?
because
It's clear.
You gotta
but
have an edge.
that's masculine.
If anything, I'm about to get philosophical with a fucking
It's fair.
controller.
It's techie.
That-
It's
okay,
cool.
that-
It's
Used
gender
into
It's not gender neutral.
Here's your black
Is
controller.
that the
Yeah,
only
that-
thing that is that the only thing that they did was just change the color? That's the difference. That's all.
No, okay.
No,
so
no.
the three main colors you can get with the Stadia right now is the blue, the white, or the wasabi, which is white and a little bit of green around the fucking joysticks.
Yeah, it's probably nice actually.
I mean, it looks fine. I still think
Sounds
the
like that
titanium.
would be a nice controller.
The other thing
Oh,
is the
that's a
titanium
white with
blue.
logo.
Maybe
right
green
there.
accents. That'd be nice.
The titanium blue controller that just got released for PlayStation is the most feminine blue I've ever seen, and it's fucking gorgeous. Like, it's such a beautiful color.
It's
Like, I
not
love
gender
it.
neutral.
Well, okay, what about the lightning purple?
There you go.
But that's a feminist. But why is that? It's just purple.
Lightning
You know?
purple.
Yeah.
But like purple
there's-
used to be like a
Lightning's a
royal.
character in Final Fantasy. She's a woman, and it's purple. Why is it gotta be purple?
I've never heard of royal purple though. There's always been royal blue.
There's royal purple.
Hmm?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Purple Mountain Majesty, motherfucker.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the Mountain Dew, the purple Mountain Dew drink.
Oh shit, I
Oh
remember
yeah,
that.
pitch black, which was fucking purple.
Yeah, I remember that.
Sure.
Yeah, pitch black was purple. It was a super dark purple.
Yeah. Anybody else got anything on the Stadia? Any other numbers? Anything?
Fucking neutral.
It's fucking trash. Don't buy it.
Don't waste your money.
Don't waste your money. Buy video. Buy all of the Yakuza games instead.
Shameless segue. Don't buy a Google Stadia. get xCloud.
Because X gonna
That's
give
true.
it to you.
That's not till later though.
Fuck waiting to get it on your own. X gonna deliver it to you.
The only
And,
reason I figured it'd work for a segue because it was directly
Via
under
Amazon
the Stadia
drone.
news.
Well, you messed up the flow. Okay, you son of a bitch.
Sorry.
And also to retract what I said, it's not Athena. It's Athena. I'm just stupid and can't
Oh
read.
my god, are you
Oh, wow.
fucking
Okay, so
joking,
you're assuming
Walker?
now. Now you're assuming because Athen might be a male's name, and now it's
Well, no,
Athena, so what's going on?
They messaged me and say just it's Athena, like the goddess name. I was like, oh.
Fucking serious,
Oh.
Walker.
Like, I'm just
Hey,
dancing.
Oh
there's
my
an
God.
underscore there, so I split the name up from the underscore. Just throwing that out there, but that was my bad.
We're
I just
sorry.
I
We're
wanted to
not
fix that.
all this much of an idiot.
No, they're not. They're much smarter than me. Anywho, let's go to some gaming services, streaming services. Segue from the Google Stadia,
Speaking of Google Stadia, Amazon.
Facebook. Oh yeah, let's start. Well, yeah, we can go to Amazon. You want to start with Amazon?
It doesn't fucking matter. Nothing's
Well, you
gonna.
already said it.
Nothing's gonna succeed.
Well, let's talk about it. Let's.
Gaming streaming services are a bad time.
Amazon wants to stream games like everyone else.
Yeah, congratulations.
That's all we
That's
really
the
know.
story. We don't know anything about it yet.
But yeah, they talked about it.
They're all poor choices and
That,
need to stop.
that's how little news there was this week. I was
We'll
sick.
see
And,
how it goes.
I was sick and
Just like
fucking
if I'm gonna go
tired.
to space.
I had to sift through mounds and mounds and mounds and mounds and mounds of either Death Stranding spoilers or
Black Friday shit.
Black Friday shit.
Which has been super underwhelming.
Yes.
At least like
Yeah,
the
this year's kinda
pre-sale
bad.
for stuff. I've been keeping my eye out for a few things and they ain't go on sale. I saw one thing that was pretty crazy.
Yeah, we
deal.
got a couple things. We'll talk about that
We
in
do.
a minute. But no, Amazon's next. Amazon wants to become the next Google Stadia.
So they
Amazon
also went up under.
Amazon wants to become the next Google.
They want
Don't
to
they
go to
own?
space.
Don't they own
Amazon
Twitch?
needs to pay taxes.
They do.
Yes, they do.
So let
Couldn't
me
that
guess.
work?
You, well, fucking Google owns YouTube Gaming.
They own
Yeah.
YouTube, period.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like one of the big
Guess who
selling
Facebook
features.
Gaming is owned by?
Facebook,
Google?
Facebook LLC.
Yeah, but you have how many millions of people on Twitch? Amazon
have
wants
how
to start
many-
their own thing.
You have how many millions of people
Amazon
on?
has their own thing.
You have how many of billions of people on YouTube? YouTube.
That's true.
That just kind of came out
That was
while
a-
I was speaking.
Like
That was a little of the devil.
he was so
Thinking you're there.
distraught he puked inside by talking about this. That's
the
how distraught he
the
was.
devil came out of me a little
He
bit
couldn't
there.
get it out. He couldn't get it out fast enough.
Quick, someone call Jesus.
I
He
mean,
doesn't answer my texts anymore.
No. But you
I
gotta
hung out
think,
with Satan one time.
like, you think they can come out with a thing where you automatically stream to Twitch without having any extra additives?
Yeah,
Like that?
Google was supposed to do that with the Stadia, but it's not available yet.
Yeah, but you think Amazon would do it though?
Yeah, they would.
Yeah, but wouldn't that
100%,
make it more
100%.
successful?
If they had a service to do
But-
it on.
Oh yeah, dude. If Amazon can make it so you could just stream to Twitch
But
through their
you,
streaming
Device?
service. Yeah.
you in theory will be able to do that with the Stadia before it dies in 18 months.
Yeah.
Because you can do that with Xbox, can't you? You can just stream right to Mixer for free.
And Twitch.
I thought Microsoft they couldn't do Twitch.
No, it can. Because I used to stream on Twitch on the Xbox One.
Well, you definitely used to be able to. I don't know if you still can personally.
I know I wouldn't be able
But
to
It would
stream
make
to Mixer.
sense if they were like, no, now.
Well,
don't know.
Because I know
Definitely
PlayStation
makes sense.
has its hand in
PlayStation
Twitch.
could do Twitch and YouTube.
Yeah, it can't do Mixer though, correct?
No, they would never allow it. Microsoft, I don't think.
I mean, Microsoft
They
would probably
might.
be
Dumb
totally
on
cool
their
with
part.
it. How is it dumb? No one uses fucking Mixer.
No, I'm just saying, like, to restrict gameplay from someone strictly because of their console is kind of absurd.
No,
Well,
it's shit.
fucking Sony. Like they,
Yeah,
they don't
Sony
even
is
allow. They don't allow YouTube TV, Hulu
Always been the
TV.
way,
Well,
man.
not
They don't allow
YouTube
any of that
TV,
shit.
well, you okay, so for right now, but PlayStation View's dying on January 16th.
All right. Well,
So it will come.
you know how
I
many
thought we
customers?
were getting YouTube TV. Like I thought that was like almost a guarantee.
My subscription.
How many people call and are pissed? Like, hey, I'm calling in. I want to know where the Hulu Plus is. Hulu TV is. Well, what TV do you have? I got a Sony. I just bought it like an hour ago. Yeah, unfortunately, you don't have access to that app.
It
What do you
doesn't
mean?
make sense because you can get Hulu right on your PlayStation.
You can
I'm
get
pretty-
Hulu.
Yeah,
but
you can
can't
get Hulu,
the
but not,
TV.
yeah, not Hulu Plus TV. Hulu Plus Live
Yeah.
TV.
What?
Because it's
only
technically
can get
considered a
View.
separate app.
Yeah.
Even if you have the subscription through normal Hulu.
Mhm.
Yep, it block. You only can watch normal Hulu.
All right, where's the CEO? We have a conversation on this, man.
And how many customers call me and are furious? You're telling me I bought this TV and can't even watch my streaming service? Like you can watch PlayStation View.
I actually
Or
had a
another
legitimate
month. For another
I had a
month.
very
Like, what the
I had
hell
a-
is that?
I had a very understanding conversation with someone today about that specifically. Is like if you buy certain TVs, you are locked into the apps that they have licensing to.
Yep.
It's because like my smart TV, I can only use, and I don't know why the fuck this one's on there, but I can use Netflix, Pandora, YouTube, and Twitter.
Yeah, my
I don't know
TV
why
can do
the
Twitter.
fuck Twitter
My TV can do
isn't even
Twitter.
on TV. It's so dumb.
When
It
the
is.
service
can't
was
do
still
any of
when
that
the
stuff.
server was still around, when they still supported it, there was actually a quick access button to tweet while there's shows going on.
Yep.
That I used to
Huh.
when I sold Sony TVs, that was actually a selling point. Like no shit.
Yeah,
the
it was-
live tweet Blue Bloods.
But no, so many people are so mad. They're like, so what am I supposed to do with this TV? Like, well, you can go buy a Fire Stick.
Yeah.
Like, what the
Apparently-
fuck?
Also, apparently Westinghouse smart TVs don't have access to like anything.
No, they don't.
Just as
and
a
they'll
thing,
also
it's
burn your
actually-
house down.
Yeah,
They'll-
Westinghouse will affect your livelihood.
Yeah.
Them, Hisense, Sanyo.
No,
the finer things.
Hisense is good. I haven't heard of Sanyo in years.
They still make them.
Element.
Element, yeah, that's
Element.
actually the one I have. I have a Element TV.
Yeah, that's always a conversation. So, but I don't know. We'll see what Amazon does. There's no state. They're not rushing to it at all. But they do have a team
Everyone
that is actively working on
Yeah.
it.
everyone was waiting until Google released theirs, so then
what
they
happens.
can be like, all right, this is how they fucked up. This is how we can fix it.
Well, that's what Microsoft's doing.
Mm-hmm.
They're taking everything Google did and just
Make it
doing
usable.
it better on steroids.
So real quick though, realistically, how long is the Stadia gonna last? I give it 18
Thinking-
months.
But do you think they do like a revamp of their stuff where they release
Mm-mm. That's not
$10
Google.
a month gives you free games?
No, that's not
Depends
Google.
If they stick with it or not.
Well, I mean,
Depends.
Okay, so
I mean, they did say that they were going to have more free games for the premium members next
so
year.
theoretically, if Stadia keeps in the same path they're going now, I can agree 18 months. What if they actually fix their system? Not even the service, but they fix the pure fact that like this thing barely works as a unit itself. I think it could last maybe 2-3 years if they correct their issues.
But we get into
Well,
the same problem of who is this for?
Okay, well, with the same comment, like, then how? Okay, so you guys are saying that I personally have no opinion on the xCloud. I think it's all the streaming gaming services are pointless. How long do you think the xCloud's going to last when that comes out? I don't think that's going to be a staple. I don't think that's the future because it's not the future.
Well, I feel like
In
it
my
actually.
opinion, at
I
least.
feel like it
Better.
actually might. Yeah, I actually feel like if anyone was to do it, like it's going to be a side project from companies like because like look at PlayStation now. That's been around for 7 years now.
I was going to say I was just about to bring up PlayStation Now, like,
But
the
that's just-
problem with that. Continue.
No, that's just a side project. It's not like their main
Yeah.
focus.
No,
Well, look
right,
at-
but like the
Go ahead.
thing is, not sorry. I just
No,
want to
you're
finish this part real quick. The thing is with like PlayStation Now, you have to either get really lucky on the time of day you're playing, and I don't care how good your internet is. Most like my buddy has like actual 100 megs per second, and my other friend actually has fiber in the area, has VNet, and he can still barely get PS Now to work even at midnight when the traffic's low because optimization's trash.
I have no problems with PlayStation Now.
Yeah, I never had any issues.
Aren't you hardlined though?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's how
So
you should
theoretically,
do it.
no, I get that, but what about people like me who can't, like me and my other friends who don't have the ability to just drill a hole through the ground? And I know yours is like right next to you, but say my router's not in my room, my modem and everything isn't near me. It's a floor and a half down. What
Well,
about people like that?
Then you get an Orbi system or an Eero system or a
Yeah,
Google
that's
Mesh
not
Wi-Fi.
What if you shouldn't have?
Not your
My
network.
issue-
That's not your.
You shouldn't
cable.
have.
That's not your ISP.
No.
Yeah. That's
You
your...
shouldn't have to, but I mean, in the U.S., I mean, we have the problems with things like packet loss. With
Especially over Wi-Fi.
yeah,
Because like when it comes to anything besides that, I rarely have lag. I have very little like issues. My shit downloads fairly quickly.
Just drill a hole through the floor.
No.
Just do it. It's
the
not
way
hard.
the way my house
Really?
works
Yeah.
is I live in my room's in the attic. So the how do I put it? The room that the modem is in is behind me to the right.
Yeah.
So you have to drill a hole and run a cable through the siding and then bring it back up and then over into my specific area that my stuff's set in.
I'm just saying. I mean, I don't know about you, but I'm pretty sure that Captain Geach, James, Mark, rest of the world, we kind of thought he was a little serious about it, but I guess not. No, we thought he was pro level, but I can't drill a hole through the floor. I was in an apartment with a bunch of other people. I still had a cable stapled up on the ceiling, running through the living room, around the corner, over the river, through the woods
That's what I had.
to
in
get
my
to
house.
my
to go.
space. And
I don't think
I
you
was just
should have-
renting.
I just don't think
I
you
was
should
like a
have to
goat.
be corded to be able to do things. I think
then you have to
what
get a
the
better
fuck's the
router.
point of Wi-Fi?
well then don't get the PlayStation
Check
Now.
your email and Facebook.
Heck yeah, man.
Watch
Just
YouTube.
fucking
don't
plug
need
your
the-
phone into the
You don't
router
need
then.
the
Tether it.
system requirements.
Yeah, you don't meet the system requirements.
Just drill
It's
the
so
hole.
fucking stupid.
Or get a power line adapter or something.
Yeah, that works.
I'm fucking still upstairs.
If it's on the same circuit, I'm sure you just find the circuit that runs up the house, and then you tap into that.
Yep.
I don't know.
Yeah,
man. I
yo,
feel
All
like-
you do
man.
is
Stop
you just
being difficult.
Just go buy some power tools. Say,
Figure it out.
Mom,
use your
renovating
brain.
the house.
Got this. Yeah, I'm gonna make the
Oh
house
my
better.
God.
And then when
Yeah.
you leave, guess what? Mom's gonna be psyched because there's internet upstairs. She can
Exactly.
do her yoga off of the TV with the Roku.
The thing is, so like
Or
this.
Taiboa, whatever it is she's doing.
Billy
So like,
Blank.
okay, say because I'm sure I'm not the only one. You guys probably not, but I'm sure like other people who have a similar kind of situation.
Oh yeah, no.
We don't plan on being in this house much longer.
Yeah.
Like I plan on getting out. My mom wants to move as soon as we're out of the house. Like
Stop me from drilling a hole.
Just duct tape a cable to the wall.
Yeah.
you want me to duct tape a cable in the corners of my wall to all the way up. I would need like a 200-foot fucking cable, and they don't make them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
you can.
do. I have a 500-foot one sitting right here, and it only has to go
Yeah.
like 15 feet. And it's still just a
Well,
pile
why
of
is it
cable.
500 feet?
You have
You
I-
never
I-
know.
yeah boxes of 2,000
Because you never
Um,
know when you need to drill a hole through a floor, you know?
in the warehouse. You got
got
2,000 foot spools of Ethernet in the warehouse. Just
Yeah.
ask Dave Squires to take a couple thousand feet and you'll be good to go.
Mark's got a roll sitting right back there somewhere. You know how I know? Because we're serious about this.
I always do.
Oh
Too
my
much.
God.
You can mail it to you.
I'm gonna
Um,
jump off a cliff.
I'll email you one, yeah.
I'll
anywho.
email
Alright,
you one.
with
What
a drill
the
bit.
fuck?
I'll
Yeah,
fax
do
you
a
one,
drill
don't
bit.
You'll
You know.
throw it through the chiral network like in
Yep.
days.
Yeah, I'll think about it really hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of us will send you the wrench, some bit. One person will send you the ends to the Ethernet.
I have power tools.
It'll be like build your own
So I'm
internet
just sending you
kit.
the bit.
Yeah. Anywho,
Just open up a PO box.
And it's like,
yeah, I
fuck you
know.
guys. Yeah. Always
Uh,
like
um,
shit.
Streaming services getting back into it.
So how about that
is making
Facebook
moves.
bullshit?
What are they doing?
Facebook making moves. They have signed their first major streamer to only stream on Facebook Gaming.
I'm sorry.
Who is
Well,
it?
okay, hold on.
Cards.
This isn't the first.
Ugh.
Well, their first big name.
Yeah.
Bigger name.
Yeah.
is it?
Jeremy Wong.
I'm sorry.
I've heard of him.
I'll see him back on Twitch in about 6 months.
He's got 1 million followers on Twitch. He is one of the leaders in streaming Hearthstone, as well
Of
as
course, it's a
League
Hearthstone streamer.
League of Legends and Apex. So yeah, he's a million followers on Twitch. So and all of his revenue is going over to Facebook,
I'm
taking
sorry.
his talents to the Facebook.
I'm sorry. We'll see you back on this platform in 6 months.
I think the problem with the Facebook is I don't know if a lot of people know how to use it.
I can't
Yeah.
fucking get it to work.
It's interesting.
Even watching it, like
Like I have people like queued to watch. Like I watch Stone Mountain 64. I watch Trade Chat. Like I know like how to use the thing, but I can't get my shit to go up. Like it will not fucking like
Weird.
play. I don't know why.
The Facebooks.
There's this one pretty big like Pokemon YouTuber who went from Twitch to Facebook, and he made the announcement. He's like, "Yeah, I'm going to Facebook Live," and no joke, it was like 3 months. And then he's like, "Fuck it, I'm breaking my contract."
It is said that Facebook has 2.4 billion active users, making it one of the most used sites in the world, especially with account purposes. Over 70 million people interact with gaming content. Rather, if they are strolling through videos and happen to stumble upon someone gaming, over 70 million people have at least interacted in some sense each month with someone gaming on Facebook, making it the largest interactive gaming platform in the world.
But when you
But-
really think about how many people
Yeah.
there are on Facebook, that's not a lot.
No, that's a very low number.
and they're probably just counting people stopping by and stuff. Which,
Yeah.
What it is, the second you scroll and you stop on the video and it's on your screen, that counts as a view, and
That's
you can watch
fucking
it.
dumb.
That's what I mean.
You watch it for 1 second, it counts as a view. You move on.
I could see it counting as an impression, but I don't know about a view.
Yeah,
No,
that's
it counts directly as a view.
that's analytic hell right there.
It says there is tens of thousands of curators, and there is about 3 million people who stream on Twitch, and Facebook is looking to take its 2.4 billion active users and take a large percentage of that and turn them into streaming on gaming.
So
here's
so
the-
your
what's up?
grandmother
mine's set
too
up for that.
can stream on Facebook.
I was actually about to bring that point up. Like, I want to know exactly the amount because I know more and more of our generation, at least me, Mark, and James, and I know you guys are like close enough. There's not there's not a ton of our age like on Facebook. Like, at least there may have been at one point, but like probably like 5 years ago.
Oh yeah.
More and more people are just getting fucking bored with Facebook. Like, it's the same shit over and over again, and mostly it's old people or middle-aged people just fucking connecting with their high school friends. Like,
Fucking
I
boomers.
guarantee they're not going to be fucking gaming.
I don't
To
know.
turn-
I have it set up. That's no reason not to. If you can.
No, but like
Come on.
you're still at the point like you're a diehard gamer. Like you've been doing this for X amount of years. So like I feel like the cutoff would be like that 35 age, like that are already 35 and moving forward. Like those people and then on probably aren't gonna be fucking gaming. It's more than likely just not gonna happen.
Gaming right there.
I see.
Twitter has 330 million global. 330 million people have a Twitter, compared to the 2.4 billion that have Facebook.
Yeah.
Because old people can't use Twitter.
If you market it, but the
I
thing
don't
too
know
is
how.
that Facebook has a really, really, really effective, like, what is it called? Marketing. Like, if you give them $10, you can narrow your niche down so hard. It's insane.
I'm going to
Uh,
advertise
800 million people have Instagram.
I'm going to advertise my Twitch on Facebook. Be like,
I'm curious to see what happens.
I'll be like,
Okay,
don't
so-
fucking go to Facebook.
Well, you
Go to,
can.
like-
I've done that before. I've posted on Facebook, hey, follow me on Snapchat, follow me on Instagram, follow me on
Yeah,
Twitter.
but did you actually pay them to put in an ad?
Oh, no, I just thought you meant like post your
No,
channel.
I'm actually. I am probably going to relatively soon, just for funsies, just to see how effective it can be. I'm going to spend money on a Facebook ad and be like, listen, fuckers, go to this website.
Okay, so I know a lot of you like dog on TikTok, but let me explain something real quick.
Oh,
500 million people currently use TikTok. And the
And they're
reason
all
being is because
trash.
of the Well, first of all, piss off. I'm one of those 500 million. Second of
And-
all,
Point.
Second of all, the reason that it is so popular is due to the fact of the way it's set up. It's set up like a casino game. You can't see the time as you're scrolling, it turns black. So as you go through more and more and more and more, you lose track of time. Eventually, people just start, I'll make an account. I'll throw out a video. More and more people just keep losing track of time. You end up spending hours and hours and hours on this. Like, I'm going to be straight with y'all. Like, I woke up in the middle of the night one day, and then I ended up scrolling for 3 hours. Like, it's just gonna happen.
It's perfectly deceptible. It's genius.
It's a 100% a great fucking. It's a great business stat.
Mhm.
Because if you block out the time, you're like, oh, I just wasted 10 minutes. But if you can't see that, you end up losing track. And
Well, that's
it's
the
just-
same-
It works.
Concept that
Oh.
Facebook is going after. Because on Facebook, you click on a
Thank you,
video.
Isaac.
On Facebook, if you don't have one, but if you do, you know what I'm talking about. So you click on a video on Facebook, and you click that video, and then you literally have the option to just keep scrolling
Mhm.
down and down and down and down and on different videos. And a lot of times what happens is that's when those gaming people will show up. Like, I'll click on someone's video about like Michael Scott at the office or something along those lines. Someone will share a video of that sense. And then randomly someone's live stream will show up. And that's where Facebook is trying to come into play, where now they're going to be releasing that, because like I see, if you look, see, I'm on like a random video, and I literally just can keep scrolling, and it's videos and videos, and it's just basically nonstop.
And the other thing that's like super big is TikTok and Facebook both do this, and so does Instagram now. Is if you keep scrolling long enough, it'll eventually say new posts. So then you click that, you end up going back to the top. It's all new content. So then you just scroll again, and then you more than likely you won't end up looking at the same things you already watched. So it's just consistently you're getting fresh with new content every couple of minutes. So then you just never get off the app, and that's how they drag more and more people in, because they just get like lose track of time. They don't have anything better to do, and then they become a follower or a member, whatever it happens to be.
Yep.
It's casino. It's the casino logic. It's just you show pretty colors, and then so like on Facebook, that's why notifications are red and not like gray, because if notifications are red or like updates and whatnot, they're eye catching. It's candy to the eye essentially, and then like, oh, I'm gonna click this because this looks important. Red is usually the color of importance. Don't touch the big red button because it's fucking important. It will kill us all. That's why things are colored the way they are. So I mean, it's the way the internet is trying to pull us in, and it's effectively done it. We all have some form of social media. We're all gone. Twitter does that too, I believe. Like there's new posts. It's just it's perfectly genius to keep someone on.
I've reached the end of my Twitter feed before on a few occasions.
But
Oh.
yeah, so we'll see what happens and kind of go from there. What's that thing you had on
What?
the YouTube advertising?
Oh, the COPA.
Oh yeah.
Basically, you can't make your shit too child friendly, or the FTC will come at you with a $42,000 fine. But also, don't make your shit not family friendly, because YouTube will demonetize you and you won't make money.
But I mean, it is like a step deeper than that though. You can completely avoid the COPPA shit if you there's going to be a little switch in your channel now as to where it's either this is for X like 13 under or this is specifically not
Oh yeah,
for X over.
I already switched my shit to not family friendly. So, tits and asses all day.
Thanks, Mark, for that information.
I think that's honestly a really good idea though.
Oh, I got a lot of buttons to push, I think. Can you do the whole channel?
Can you do what?
Can you tell the whole channel?
You could do
So-
either you could either do the whole channel or do it by video.
Mm-hmm.
I got a lot of buttons to push. Cool, that's good to know. I seen something pop up there. I just haven't really looked into it yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just chose by channel because kids really shouldn't be watching my content. No one should watch my content.
What is moving on from there? You want to go over your Google Stadia, not Google Stadia, your XCloud link, Mark?
Excellent.
Pretty straightforward. If you are trying to join the xCloud beta, pretty much just Google it. They have a private open beta that you can apply to using your
Already?
yeah, I mean it's private, but like they're inviting people to apply for it. So
I already applied.
Not private, but also private. Cool.
yeah, there's like,
It's a closed beta.
so if you want to try out xCloud, just Google xCloud beta, you'll find it. It's like the first link.
Nice. Speaking of XCloud, Xbox says they are in talk to make exclusive games specifically for XCloud streaming only.
I don't know about that,
dumb.
Chief.
Xbox already has, obviously, Xbox exclusives, but now they were talking about making XCloud exclusives.
They
Xbox
lost their only
Cloud
good exclusive.
I don't know.
Yeah,
They're going to be bringing back Scott Pilgrim. I know it.
that's not exclusive though. That was on PS3.
Yeah, it was.
Facts. But yeah, it's first and third party games. There's not much more than that other than new content and IPs can take 18 months up to 2 years to develop, especially for an exclusive streaming only game.
Well, here's
So-
the thing. Like, Microsoft already has it, like, fucking gold. Because they're going to integrate the Game Pass games into xCloud. So already it's like, boom, they won. They got it on
Yeah.
lock.
Now they're adding even more fuel to the fire by having even more games specifically for the xCloud only.
I feel
I don't
like
think that's gonna
I
work.
feel like they're going to be like the B team stuff.
Mhm.
Like, you're not going to get a new Halo game. You're not going to get like a new mainline Halo game. You're going to get like Halo Spartan Assault.
That's probably where like they're gonna end up putting
What? You cut out that
like.
entire.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
I'd
cut
imagine
out.
that's where they would end up putting like the Halo Wars trilogies and like let's see the games like that, like the RTS shit. That would definitely be a good streaming thing, or like all streaming service only kind of guy.
The next Banjo Kazooie is only going to be on xCloud. It's time
That'd be
to just
hilarious.
yeet everything out the fucking window.
So we'll see if they can do it, but more power to them. It's not like they don't
So-
have the money.
Do you guys think PlayStation's really gonna dive into that?
Oh yeah, next generation they probably will. They're probably
Oh,
going to
yeah.
push the PlayStation Now way harder.
Do you think they're gonna?
Or
They're
whatever
probably
new
going to-
iteration they come up with it for it.
Yep.
You know what? Also, Nate, talking about
Hmm.
PlayStation Now, what might be an issue is
Hmm.
that because I use PlayStation Now on my computer for the first time, and it was
Okay.
completely seamless, like no issues
Really?
whatsoever. It could
Okay.
be because the fucking PlayStation 4 caps your upload and download speed, so it
Oh.
could be more of the PlayStation just being a piece of shit, because
It's just not like the hardware can't do it.
it's
Yeah.
just it doesn't feel like uploading, because the PS3 version of
It's
PlayStation
just
Now
like, nah,
was
I don't want to do it.
perfect because
Okay.
it didn't cap anything.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
But yeah, I think Sony will because as
They were the
history
first to
has
do it
told
right
us,
now. They were the first to make
Yep.
it successful.
Mhm.
As history has said, every other console seems to have won the. So PlayStation 2, Xbox 360, PS4. So if history writes itself, the Xbox will lead in sales. Is that true? Who knows? And if it is, obviously PlayStation needs to do something to bring people back to the PlayStation 5 and releasing a streaming service like xCloud. Why not? So,
What they need
no
to
one
do is
truly
what Sony needs to do is move over the architecture to the Microsoft Azure platform because they made that deal,
Yep.
and then just better infrastructure. There you go, boom.
Yep.
Bada bing, bada
Yeah,
boom.
in the last
There you
last
go.
last 20 years, not one console has led 2 generations in a row.
No.
So we'll see. We'll see if history continues on that path or if PlayStation does it. Obviously, we'll have no idea for another year.
I think
But-
I don't know, man. I think PlayStation might have it.
We'll see.
Overall right now. I haven't checked the stats in probably like 6 months, but I had the entire argument that like PlayStation sells more and like they are the ones that have actually lasted longer than the Xbox One because they just can't seem to keep sales up, which is why they keep dropping the prices on Xbox Ones and PlayStation stay at $299.
Yep.
Like I have not seen a PlayStation under 250.
Outside
period.
of Black
But
Friday.
I mean, which one have you seen under? Okay, besides like the 199 when it was the
Yeah.
slim about like 2 years ago.
This year
But
is the Slim 199 as well.
I thought it was 250.
I
Or
don't
maybe
remember.
that's the bundle.
Maybe.
Anyhow,
But no, we'll see. We shall see. Speaking of PlayStation, they are teasing a brand new Crash Bandicoot game. Crash Bandicoot, which would be 6, coming out next year.
I wonder who's
I
making it.
physically don't care what it is. I'm buying it.
Yeah, you can get an Xbox One S for $150 on Amazon.
Yep, right
Yeah,
now you
yeah.
can get that anywhere. You can get it at Best Buy too.
The all digital is 150.
It's the digital only version without a disc tray.
Oh,
Yeah.
I want to quickly talk about that. That's fucking dumb. I hate the all digital. It's the Xbox One sad.
It is the sad.
Yeah, but in reality though,
Well, I mean, with
hard copies are dying.
They're not.
Not
They are,
necessarily.
but they're
Like they're
not
not
though.
dying, but they're in a decline.
but I think with
I wouldn't
the
even.
I think with the Xbox it makes more sense because of Game Pass.
Yeah, it's a way for them to market their Game Pass a lot more.
It's less of
Comes
it's
with-
less of selling the
It's a
system.
streaming console now.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
less of selling the system and more selling Game Pass.
Comes with
But,
3
okay.
free games too.
So theoretically, say your Xbox One S dies, and your parent goes out for Christmas and gets you this, and say for some reason you're automatically outside of like return policy or wherever you went, and now you have all these like discs that you can't use, you can't replay this
Oh yeah,
game.
then you're fucked.
Yeah, you're fucked.
Like it doesn't work for the majority of people. I had to explain to a customer earlier that like
For
if
new
you get
people,
this-
it does who
Oh,
never
yeah.
had one.
For new people, yeah.
But also, like, so so this actually works because with that rebuttal, this works perfectly. Is so this customer wanted to get her 9-year-old son an Xbox One, Xbox One S. No idea the difference between the two. She's just going out, was sent out by the husband or whatever, just to go start picking stuff up. And I made sure they knew, and they ended up going with the normal 1S because you can have a disk drive. And also, the reason to get that is to be able. It's a fucking it's a high end Blu-ray player, which
Yeah,
is why it's an
low-end
extra
Blu-ray player.
$50 right now.
Low end 4K.
But
Blu-ray
still,
player.
a 4K Blu-ray player is still about $100, regardless. And that's going to be it's $100 little port for you. To put discs in, watch movies on like decent quality or whatever if you're like quote unquote like a higher like elitist or whatever, maybe it's low quality to you if you like watch like super 4K movies. But regardless, you have to put into the fact that your 9-year-old is probably gonna hate one of the games when he gets older. He's gonna have a bunch of little old games, and he's not gonna be able to get rid of them. Or they might purchase a game that they just can't stand right off the bat, and now you're fucking stuck, and you just lost $60, period. Because most of the time, it's fucking hell. It took me 3 days to refute an online purchase that I didn't make, that my buddy made, and he didn't know that he had paid for it. He just clicked add to cart and then clicked download, and then it went through. he didn't apparently realize that it said use card, and he ended up paying for a game. But so then they're going to have children that are getting these new consoles and not realizing there's no ability to return them, or if they don't like them, they're just flat out stuck, and now the parent just lost $60 because they're never going to touch this video game. I feel like that doesn't work, because that's the entire reason for like having discs, is to be able to go sell them or trade or whatever you may do, so you can get a different game.
Yeah,
I agree with that. The rumor that the Crash Bandicoot game is going to be called Crash Bandicoot. It is rumored that the official trailer will be played at this year's Video Game Awards.
Crash Bandicoot what?
Worlds.
Okay.
As well as it is rumored that Resident Evil Remake will be coming out late next year.
I don't know about that one, Chief. Probably. I can see it. But I don't know about that one, Chief.
A lot of signs are pointing to what it is, because early next year comes out that Project Resistance, and Capcom is making, according to their blueprints, they are making another remake that will be out the end of next year. And what other game do they remake other than Resident Evil?
I don't know. Devil May Cry, Onimusha. They remade the first Onimusha game. Boy, that was trash.
It'll be if it does launch next year, it'll be launched on the 20th anniversary of the game. So that'll be kind of cool.
I know Capcom didn't make it,
CapCon,
but someone needs to redo fucking Wrath of I can't remember his name.
Wrath of Cortex.
The game where you had to download the DLC to finish the game.
Azura's Wrath.
Yes. I know that Capcom didn't make that, but that needs to be remade, because that was a great fucking game without me having to pay to finish it.
Two Nintendo things, really quick. Alien Isolation's coming to the Switch, and Nintendo is rolling out a paid membership for Animal Crossing's Pocket Camp.
Ooh.
The membership is $2.99 and $7.99 respectively. The cheaper plan is called the Happy Helper plan. That gives you a caretaker. To help handle some of the more tedious tasks with maintaining your campsite.
Pocket Camp sucks. I played it.
I've never played it.
Sucks.
James is an authority on the matter, actually.
You can
I
pick
am a
any of the animals
Animal
that you
Crossing
have met
authority.
to help you fulfill the requests. The more expensive one is called the Cookie and the Pot plan. You will be awarded with 5 free fortune cookies per month.
That's your loot boxes.
And expanded in-game storage space. So,
Fuck
I don't know
Pocket Camp.
exactly what that means for the game, but
Basically, you get more you get free loot boxes every month, and you get more storage space.
Yeah, more item spots. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's funny.
nice. Now let's get into all console news. You guys can go first. Your Saints Row stuff, and then your Half-Life, and then I'll go.
Saints Row, they're working on a new Saints Row game. There you go. No idea when it's coming out. Agents of Mayhem was a disappointment. There you go.
As for Half-Life, Valve announced Half-Life Alyx. It's a prequel happening before the Half-Life series. It's supposed to be coming out in March 2020, and you can pre-order it on Steam for $60. And if you have a Valve Index VR set, you'll get it for free.
Don't you
As of
also
right
get it
now.
at a discount if you pre-purchase it now?
I don't know.
I think you get
Maybe.
a discount. I think you get like $5 or $10 off.
Isn't it supposed to be a VR game?
Yeah,
It's only VR.
a straight up 100% AAA VR game.
Neat.
It's gonna be pretty wild to see how they do it. I hope they don't fuck it up. But
It's
they won't.
surprising.
Luck.
It's surprising that people, that Valve doesn't know this, but people like Half-Life, but they just choose to not release Half-Life. It's shocking, really. Where's
Well,
Half-Life 3?
They really could make a
Like-
lot of money if
like,
they were to put some energy into some
Legitimately,
titles.
legit. If it was
think
any
Artifact
other
did that well.
console, if it was any other game franchise where we have waited so goddamn long for the third iteration, people would be shitting all over this game. But because it's Half-Life and people love Half-Life, they're like,
fucking Valve.
thank God there's another Half-Life game.
Well, I know that they made it in VR because like that's what they wanted to try and envision the, I don't know, gaming as a whole to go. Like
Mhm.
they just wanted to try and take advantage of all the technologies that VR gives you. So they're like, let's make as cool of a game as we possibly can using VR technology.
I feel like that's a missed mark though. Like
We'll
definitely
see,
like
it looks fantastic. Not gonna lie.
From
Like,
what I
the only-
hear, it's an incredible game. For the people who've gotten a chance to play it, it's amazing.
I have no doubt in my mind. Like I guarantee it's fucking beautiful.
Like
The
I want
problem-
to be immersed by this shit. It's gonna be
The
great.
thing I'm saying is like I feel like it's a missed mark for all the people that has not spent $500 on a fucking VR system. Because there's tons of fans who don't have VR systems that want to play a new Half-Life game. And they could have made double the money if they would have released it in like normal and VR. Or at
But
least
is
like
is that really breaking through like making a breakthrough in gaming technology, or is that like keeping the same thing? And then
It's not-
just settling
I don't
into
think
creating
VR's
something not as good.
I don't look at it, any of VR shit as a
What-
break
what-
per se.
Next couple years of VR is going to be crazy.
What
They got the portable pieces now. So once they get that mastered, and now they're making them so you wear a hat. You know what I mean? Or like a pair of headphones, and it's like, pew,
What-
like Data from Star Trek, like fully immersed in that shit, man. I mean, it's, and then the prices are gonna come down.
Yeah. What Valve is trying to do with this, I think, is to finally make a killer app for VR, a reason to buy a VR. Like that's what this is. It's not like
Well, how much?
There's not enough reasons.
yeah,
Yes.
there's no killer app per se for VR. No high
What are they-
budget killer app.
What are they releasing the index at? We don't have the price yet.
It's $1,000.
Fucking
Really?
Christ!
But won't it
I
also
don't
work
look at
with
any of that shit as a breakthrough? That's
No, no,
way too
no.
expensive. That's going to be a very select amount of people who are going to be
I
able to
mean,
do this.
You
But
can
it'll
get a
al-
Vive or a Vive Pro or a DK or a DK2, like, or even like an Oculus Go for pretty cheap, and it'll all
Yeah.
do the same thing. It's just
And-
Well,
like
the Go won't do the
trying
same
to
thing.
create a game to showcase their technology.
yeah. It's a
And-
tech demo that you can buy, pretty much.
Pretty much.
I don't look as VR as a breakthrough.
Well, this is what Valve's doing. So,
Yeah, 'cause
uh,
doesn't
We'll see how well it works.
won't Alex also work on with like if you have a Rift or a Vive?
why not? I would hope
Okay, so
otherwise
Yeah.
people
Say
are gonna-
theoretically it doesn't.
So
I,
that
I'll,
yeah,
I'll check the page right now, and it should tell me.
yeah, it should.
Giant flop and a half because most people aren't buying $1,000 system.
It's on sale for $54. You can get
Okay,
it.
there you go.
And it's on Index, HTC Vive, Oculus Rift, and Windows Mixed Reality.
Yeah. So I mean, like the Vive and the Oculus are both relatively, decently priced. You know?
So will it work on a Rift S?
Yeah.
Because I know that
Well, it
the
doesn't-
two
isn't
things
that the
can't
one
handle
used
the
for-
same thing.
Well,
Huh?
you have to be able to run Steam VR.
yeah, as long as it can run Steam VR, it should be able to play no problem.
Can the Rift S do Steam VR? Because I know the Go can't.
No, the Go can't because that's its own separate thing.
Mm-hmm.
That's a enclosed ecosystem.
You're an enclosed ecosystem.
Hey, fuck you, buddy.
I appreciate the follow.
Get like a
Uh,
Vive for like
Tide
$500 or
Pod,
$600.
I think you were the one who
Yeah.
That's not bad at all.
just subscribed. Yeah, I appreciate you.
Um,
Not at the moment, homie. Maybe later.
Anything else on this topic before we move to something else?
Not as far as I can think of. I'm excited.
It's gonna be pretty cool.
I'll buy it.
I may not be a fan of
Um,
Half-Life, but hey, a new Half-Life game, cool. People are gonna
Yeah, it's
shut
gonna
up
be
about
dope.
Half-Life 3.
Jedi Fallen Order released this past week.
I hear
Raging
it's good.
reviews.
I hear it's real good. Dark Souls
Uh,
/ Metroid.
There
Doesn't have
is
boxes.
4 difficulties. And I found an article that actually describes the best difficulty to play it on. So there is a story mode.
Bitch,
The story
baby,
mode-
casual.
Pretty much. Parrying time, basically, it's maxed out. So someone attacks you, it gives you the most time to parry a combo. Incoming damage is the least, and enemy aggression is the least, meaning that they fight you the less and you get hurt the less. That's basically your beginner.
If you want to enjoy the story, and that's it.
Yep. Jedi Knight is the second to the lowest. Parrying time is about 3/4 up. Incoming damage is about 25%, and enemy aggression is about 40. That is your mediocre.
Normal.
Your normal setting. According to this, Jedi Knight is too forgiving and doesn't provide nearly enough meaningful challenge. According to this article, it recommends that you do Jedi Master. Jedi Master is the second hardest difficulty. Everything is set at 50%. Parrying, timing, incoming damage, and enemy aggression is all 50%, so it's all the same. They say that gives you fast-paced elements for your first run-through. It gives you basically the full experience of the game. It tells you to avoid story mode at all costs. So you can at least get a little bit of thrills from the game, because supposedly if you play that mode, you're not going to get anything. And then Jedi Grand Master is the hard difficulty.
That's your
You
Dark
have,
Souls.
5% parrying time. You have 100% incoming damage and 100% enemy aggression.
If you like Dark Souls, that's the level to play on. That's difficult.
So essentially, you have half a second to respond to their attacks, and they come at you full force, non-stop, balls to the wall fighting. It is quite challenging, but for people who are wanting to experience the game at its fullest, they said that is for you. So for those who are looking to play it, Jedi Master, they said, is the mode you want to play the game on. So I haven't played. I've seen people play it, and
I'll
that's
play as
really
baby
good.
bitch casual first.
I don't think I would do story mode. From the looks of it, like literally,
You just
story
autopilot
mode,
through
it's
it.
100% parrying time. Incoming damage is 10%. Enemy aggression is 10%.
Yeah, you just
So essentially, they ignore you the whole time.
you
The
just
entire
autopilot
concept's
the
to get
entire
to the
time.
story.
Yeah, I mean it's different for everyone.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, that's
I'd
true.
probably do like the second difficulty. Just
Yeah,
to play the first time.
I think I would want some of the interaction between the stormtroopers, though, not just to have them ignore you the whole time. That's the only thing. So,
I mean, I'm sure you can go out and like if you decide to fight them, you 100% can.
oh yeah.
oh yeah, you definitely can. But the other modes, they actually will spot you. In that mode, they do not. Like if you're trying to be sneaky, and stay along like the borders and stuff, they can't find you. They won't look for you. In the other modes, they do. Supposedly in Grandmaster, if you make any like remote sound, they immediately start shooting at you.
Fuck that.
There's the Jedi. Fortnite is doing an in-game event on this weekend. It is called the Fishing Frenzy.
Fishing frenzy. Wow.
Well, they will send you an actual trophy to your house for fishing in the game.
That's funny.
All right.
There is 4 trophies you can win. The top angler, catch the most fish in a single game. Small fry champion, catch the most small fish during the entire event from the 24th to the 26th. Actually starts today.
No. Wow.
Flopper champion, catch the most floppers in the whole event. Serp fish champion, so basically it's you eat it, you get shield. Catch those and you get an actual trophy sent to your house.
That's cool.
Yeah, and it's actually I'll post it in Discord, but it is a legit metal trophy with a fish on it.
Nice. I could dig it.
So it'll keep track, and it goes off the address they will message you, basically verifying your address. your address. That's the trophy.
That's pretty cool.
They just want to find where everyone lives.
Pretty much.
So Tencent can send you mails.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of a little cool end game thing. As well as PUBG.
Holy shit, PUBG.
Yeah. It will no
Relevant?
longer have paid loot boxes.
Hey.
PUBG Loot Station is getting some big changes. They were removing locked crates from random drop pools, as well as you can no longer purchase random crates in PUBG.
Good for
So
them.
essentially, they're getting they are getting with the times of the loot crates. So they said they have no intentions of fully removing the loot game, but you can no longer pay for them.
I like that. That's fine.
If you find a crate in the game, it'll require a key, and then you have to find
pay
that
for the
key and
key?
unlock it. Yeah, you have to pay for the key.
Oh, geez,
Fucking
fuck
bullshit.
That. That's no
Okay, so
different.
it's Counter-Strike. So it's Counter-Strike.
So
Here's a crate, but now you gotta buy a key. Fucking, it's Counter-Strike and goddamn Rocket League.
yep.
It's so dumb.
What are those other two links that you had? One was Hitman, I think, Mark. The Steam community. It doesn't actually say what they are. Just gives me the numbers.
One of them was Hitman, the other one was Rocket League.
Talk about those.
I think you already talked about the Rocket League one.
No, I didn't talk about Rocket League.
Oh, well, they are introducing their Rocket Pass 5, which is pretty much their newest season. TLDR, the biggest changes that they're doing is instead of items being dropped, they're now dropping blueprints and like crafting items. So if you get enough keys and items, then you're able to convert it to their new in-game currency called credit, and then credits can be used to build blueprints, buy items from the shop, or upgrade to a Rocket Premium Pass. So
Nice.
some other way to make money. Yeah, I'm not too happy about it, but I
mean,
guess see how it goes.
How would that be a new way to make money?
It's another step to make money, so you have to buy the crafting components if you want to, or you have to buy the blueprints if you want to.
But
And
you can
then
like go
have
through and
to-
use in-game
then you have to
currency and like find it.
convert those to blueprints and then get the item from it. Like, it's a process. So like you're spending money 2 times instead of just once.
But like you said, if you like craft points, you can end up getting a Rocket Pass Premium, which is usually about $10 to begin with. So if you just grind, you'd be able to not spend money.
Yeah.
Well, it's
And, like,
Then you
it's
also
kinda
have to use those credits to earn items as well. So
Yeah, that's
to
true.
get those blueprints as well as to build the items. So
It's kind of like Warframe, where you could spend tens of hundreds of hours trying to farm this equipment, or you could just buy the frame.
yeah,
I
you
love
could pay,
Weight
like,
Frame.
$3 for it.
Yeah. Except Warframe.
War
is like
Farm's a
$100.
pretty good game.
I love Warframe.
So
I
Rocket
also
League
enjoy
might be
the
like
War
that
Farm.
pretty soon. Instead of just getting items, you get components, and then you gotta put those things into something else that you buy and earn.
I mean, I'm sure they still have drops to be able to open crates and whatnot and still obtain your items. I
You'd
can't
hope so.
imagine. I can't imagine they'd change the entirety of. Then the other thing that ends up making other people money as well would completely go away.
Mhm.
Because like there's a giant community of just strictly, hey, PayPal me this and I'll trade you, and like that gets more people involved in the game as well. It's a whole community built around all that,
Yeah, so it
trading
looks
keys
like
and whatnot.
it looks like this replaces your current loot crate system in Rocket League. So
Okay.
like,
I've never really played it, so I can't really say.
It's fun.
I felt they did loot crates pretty well because they're like, these are the 30 or so items that could be in it, and no other game really did that. I think Battlefront 2 or something did that after they had to, but that was
It's like
probably my
roulette.
favorite part about it. Yeah.
Overwatch did that in China because they had to. They legally had to.
Yeah.
I think they're just trying to get ahead of the curve before that legislation passes, where it bans all loot crates.
Mm-hmm.
It's still being worked on, and the government hasn't passed yet. But
Yeah,
It's
this
gonna
is
happen.
a solid way to circumvent it.
yeah, so it's still being worked on. If it actually will pass,
And then the last thing that I have was the Hitman 2 November update. IO's back at it again, releasing a really solid month of content. Releasing 10 feature contracts, 8 escalation contracts, 6 challenge packs, 5 item unlocks, 2 suit unlocks, and a legacy elusive target. So around 20 pieces of mission content.
Like they've been doing
And-
a banger job of
Yeah, they're
like,
releasing like
keeping
one
that game
thing
up to
every
date.
week.
that's awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. It's still up to date. Like there's so much stuff going on there. They do, I think it's weekly or bi-weekly elusive targets. So still things that you can compete worldwide against everyone.
Nice.
So, really solid game, and they're still keeping up to it.
Good for them.
Well, next little category we have the game actually, just the game of 2019, is December 12th, and they have released their nominees for every category. Let's talk about it.
All right. Do you want me to go through them? Because I got the link up right now.
Yeah, man.
Thursday, December 12th. And make sure if you go to is it videogameawards.com?
Yep.
You can
Oh,
vote.
fuck, there's a lot.
Yeah, there's a
Yeah.
shit ton.
Yeah, there's a shit ton.
Let's get
um,
through them.
All right.
We'll
So,
talk about it after.
all right. So, do you want to do game of the year and then go down to VR/AR game, or AR/VR game up to game of the year?
Start with game of the year. It's fine.
All right. Game of the year, we got Control, Death Stranding, RE2 Remake, Sekiro Shadows Die Twice, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, or The Outer Worlds.
What's Control?
Control is the game by Remedy, the people that made
Part of
Alan
the
Wake.
Quantum Break series.
Yeah.
I've seen that a bunch, but I don't know what it was.
Action game of the year. There's fuck off. Apex Legends, Astro Chain, Call of Duty Modern Warfare, Devil May Cry 5, Gears 5, and Metro Exodus. Action/adventure game of the year. Oh wait, no. Yeah, action/adventure game.
Yeah, that's a different
Is-
category.
Yep, Borderlands 3, Control, Death Stranding, RE2 Remake, Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening, and Sekiro. We have Art Direction, presented by Samsung QLED. Control, Death Stranding, Grease, Sayonara Wild Hearts, which I hear is fantastic, Sekiro
That's a
Shadows
good
Die
game.
Twice, and Link's Awakening. Then we have audio design. We have Call of Duty Modern Warfare, Control, Death Stranding, Gears 5, RE2, and Sekiro. Community support. So, recognizing the game for outstanding community support, transparency, and
Fallout
responsiveness.
76.
Surprisingly, no.
Top A grade.
Apex Legends, Destiny 2, Final Fantasy 14, Fortnite, and Rainbow Six Siege. Content Creator of the Year. You have Courage, Dr. Lupo, Ewok, Garefig, and Shroud. Esports Coach of the Year.
I have no
Eric
idea any of those names.
Adrian Haug from he's the CS:GO coach for Team Liquid. Nuri Kane Jang. He is the Team Liquid League of Legends coach. Fabian Grabs Loman. He is the G2 Esports League of Legends coach. Kim Jong-un. He is the TK Telecom League of Legends coach. The OC. The OC Dota 2 coach. I don't even want to try to say his name. Danny Zonic Sorensen, he is the CSGO coach for Astralis. Then we have esports event of the year. We have the 2019 Overwatch League Grand Finals, EVO 2019, Fortnite World Cup, IEM Katowice 2019, whatever the hell that is. We have the League of Legends World Championship 2019 and the Invitational 2019. Esports Game of the Year. We have Counter-Strike Go, Dota 2, Fortnite, League of Legends, and Overwatch. Esports hosts. You have fuck that
I
name.
would just skip that one.
Yeah,
That
you have a
one's-
bunch of people, including my boy Golden Boy. Fucking great FGC commentator. Esports player. Booga, Faker from League of Legends.
You facker.
Facker. Perks. Oh, okay, sure. League of Legends. Simple from CSGO. And Sinatra from Overwatch. Sinatra with 2 A's. Esports team. You have Astralis, G2 Sports, OG, San Francisco Shock, and Team Liquid. Family Game of the Year. You have Luigi's Mansion 3, Ring Fit Adventure, Super Mario Maker 2, Smash Bros. Ultimate, Yoshi's Crafted World. Hey, guess what? These are all Switch exclusives. Fighting Game of the Year. You have DOA 6. Why the fuck is Jump Force on here? Mortal Kombat 11, Sam Show, and Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. What fresh indie game? What the fuck is presented by Subway? Oh, indie game of the year. Nomada Studios. What the fuck is this? Oh, it's an independent studio. Okay. Dead Toast Entertainment, Mobus Digital for okay, so Zoom for Disco Elysium, Nomad Studios for Greece, Dead Toast Entertainment for my friend Pedro, Mobus Digital for Outer Wilds, Mega Crit for Slay the Spire, and House for Untitled Goose Game.
That doesn't win, we riot.
Yeah, I'm gonna fucking riot. I'm gonna riot like whenever LA wins the NBA championships. What game is this? Game Direction. You have Control, Death Stranding, RE2, Sekiro, and Outer Wilds. I see a theme going on here. Games for Impact. For a thought-provoking game with pro-social meaning or message. You have Concrete Genie, Grease, Kind Words, Life is Strange 2, and Sea of Solitude. Independent Game of the Year. You have Baba Is You, Disco Elysium, Katana Zero, Outer Wilds, Untitled Goose. Here comes the mischievous goose. Mobile Game of the Year. You have Call of Duty Mobile, Grindstone, Sayonara Wild Hearts, Sky, Children of Light, and What the Golf. Multiplayer Game of the Year. Apex, Borderlands 3, Modern Warfare, Tetris 99, hell yeah, and Tom Clancy's Division 2. It's not going to win, but I hope Tetris 99 wins. Narrative, you have A Plague Tale, Innocence, Control, Death Stranding, Disco Elysium, and The Outer Worlds. Ongoing game. Word to a game that's outstanding development of ongoing content that evolves the player experience over time. You have Apex Legends, Destiny 2, Final Fantasy XIV, Fortnite, and Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege. Performance. Awarded to an individual for voice acting, motion, and or performance capture. You have Ashley Birch from The Outer Worlds, who plays Pavardi. Courtney Hope as Jesse Faden from Control. Laura Bailey from Gears 5 playing as Kate. My boy Mads Mikkelsen as Cliff from Death Stranding. Matthew Porretta as Casper Darling from Control, and Norman Reedus for his performance in The Funky Fetus. Role-playing game of the year. Disco Elysium, FF14, Why Kingdom Hearts 3's Here I'll Never Know, Monster Hunter World Iceborne, and The Outer Worlds.
It's an RPG.
Yeah, but it's not good. Score/music. Cadence of Hyrule, Death Stranding, Devil May Cry 5, Kingdom Hearts 3, and Sayonara Wild Hearts. Sports/racing game. You have Crash Team Racing Nitro Refueled, Dirt Rally 2.0, Pro Evolution eFootball Pro Evolution Soccer 2020, F119, and FIFA 20. Strategy game of the year. You have Age of Wonders Planetfall, Anno 1800, yeah, Fire Emblem 3 Houses, Total War 3 Kingdoms, Tropico 6, and Wargroove. And then finally, the last thing is VR/AR game. You have Asgard's Wrath, Blood and Truth. That's interesting to see a PSVR game on here. Beat Saber, No Man's Sky, and Trover Saves the Universe.
Nice. I'm just gonna pick some random ass categories.
Wow, Sekiro. RE2 remake and Death Stranding was on there, and Control was on there a lot.
Yep, they have the most. Control, Death Stranding, Super Smash, RE2, and Sekiro in the Outer come out on top for the most nominated. So let's talk Game of the Year. Control, Death Stranding, Super Smash, RE2, Sekiro, or The Outer World? Who wins and why?
Death Stranding.
Death Stranding.
From narrative to gameplay to performance to music and how it all comes
To
together.
conversation provoking.
Conversation
RE2
provoking.
already won one time, though. Do you think it can do it again?
Not for this.
I don't think Death Stranding was nominated in the last one.
No, because it just came out when that was out. RE remake is fantastic. It is one of the best survival horror games of all time. But
I
is
don't
it
really
game
get
of the year though?
Ultimate. No, I don't really get Ultimate because it's the same game, just more characters.
It also
Whatever, I guess.
all right, so if we want to look at it from more a professional standpoint, it changes a lot. If you're looking at pro like Smash Bros players, it's completely different than Brawl or Melee. Completely, or even like Smash 4, it's different. The fact that they were able to get everyone, for the fact that they were able to get Banjo in this is incredible.
Yeah, that's true.
I can see, other than like, I've never played Control and I didn't play Sekiro. I hear Sekiro is all right. It's probably the weakest of the FromSoft games.
I've seen the graphics. The graphics look phenomenal.
That doesn't make a game though.
No, I know. I'm just saying it looks good though.
But I can easily make a case for Outer Worlds, RE2 remake, Smash Bros Ultimate, and Death Stranding. I can easily make an argument for all four of those games on why they should be Game of the Year.
Yeah.
I personally have no opinion on this because I haven't played any of the games besides that, and I didn't get far enough. I mean, realistically, Outer Worlds just feels like another Fallout game.
But good. Like, really good.
It's
a really
Fallout
good Fallout.
game.
Yeah, it's a really good Fallout game.
Another one I think we all can have an opinion on. Best ongoing game. Apex Legends, Destiny 2, Final Fantasy 14, Fortnite, and Rainbow Six Siege.
Oh, FF14.
I think Fortnite.
I think Destiny 2.
Oh, Destiny 2. Yeah, I could make a case for FF14 and Destiny 2.
Siege. That's my impression.
Like, Siege,
Guess I
they
haven't
have
played
changed
it
a
that
lot.
much,
Yeah, it has changed a lot, but
Do you take in consideration what Fortnite did with the black hole and stuff? Like how many?
14
Like
did
that.
that already. FF14
Yeah,
did that.
That was The
True.
complete reboot of the video game was already done.
Yeah, and same with Destiny
And
2.
Apex did it before Fortnite, so there's that.
Yeah. But, like,
Then
Destiny 2 going completely free to play and breaking the
also true.
shackles of Activision, completely changed everything.
So then continuing on with that, because it's the same exact games for best community support. Apex, Destiny, Final Fantasy, Fortnite, or Rainbow Six Siege? Who has the best? I would have to say Fortnite because they're the most watched. Doesn't
No, that
necessarily mean
doesn't
they're the
mean
biggest
it. That
community.
doesn't mean
That has
shit.
nothing to do with community.
Yeah.
Support.
Yeah.
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 So basically,
I'd say
your
Siege.
so basically your community leaders, your community support when you're in the forums. Again, I would probably say 14.
14's definitely up there. I don't know. Siege, like, they've listened to their audience
Oh, yeah.
a lot as well. And, like, they've been able to fully redesign how you can play the game.
Mhm.
It's still going to be, like, you actually have to focus recoil. But they've also listened that a lot of things were broken.
Mhm.
And Fortnite hasn't changed anything besides nerfing guns that actually mattered and locking guns away that actually mattered. And they don't listen. They just, like, they'll listen a little bit here and there, but they still have the exact same things they've been doing since season 1. They haven't physically done anything innovative to change the game.
Mm-mm.
Besides the first time someone was made to wait 3 days to play a fucking video game.
It sounds like Fallout 76.
Best action game: Apex Legends, Call of Duty, Devil May Cry 5, Gears 5, Metroid Exodus.
DMC 5.
The only ones that belong in that category, like,
Well, and you
so
forgot
if- since
Astral
you-
Chain.
Astro Chain, yeah, sorry.
since you led with the 2 FPSs, if we're going to consider those action games, because I feel like that should be FPS should be its own category in general.
Yeah.
But if we're going to lead with that, the only options you have is, in my opinion at least, is Apex or Call of Duty. If you want to do like semi roleplay kind of games, because that's what DMC is, and DMC is fucking fantastic. But like that's more of a story based game instead of a just straight up action game.
I don't know about that one, Chief. Because
Why?
story takes a back place in Devil May Cry 5 especially. It is straight balls to the wall action throughout the entire thing. Like it's action first, story second.
But like, you're still playing a linear game though, correct? Mind you,
Oh, yeah.
last one I played was 4.
Yeah,
But
no, it's
as
still
far as I know,
it's still a linear thing. But then same thing with like Modern Warfare. You know, that's still a linear experience.
say we're not talking story though. Say we're talking about like just straight up action game, like multiplayer and all that. Because at that point, Apex shouldn't be in that at all then, because it's only multiplayer.
Yeah. Like
So like that'd be.
in my opinion,
Mhm.
Apex, Modern Warfare, Gears 5, and Metro Exodus should not be on this.
I definitely agree with Gears.
But like Call of Duty, Apex, okay, I could see Metro Exodus and Gears. All right, I'll give you those two. But Call of Duty and Apex Legends should be on a completely separate shooter list.
Yeah, that's why I don't think those
shouldn't
should
be
be there.
there.
Yeah.
What about best action / adventure? Borderlands 3, Control, Death Stranding, RE2, Link's Awakening, or Sekiro?
So I'm gonna say Borderlands, and I know James is definitely with Death Stranding, or maybe he won't because of what I'm gonna say. But as far as I know, from what I've been explained and a little bit of what I've watched, it's not balls to the wall like action all the time. There's a lot of adventure, and there's a lot of doing nothing besides like taking one thing to a different place. Because like how he's explained it is it's the courier simulator.
Yeah.
As far as I know, there's not a ton of I'm gonna fight things all the time and have to go through and fight things to advance my game.
But this is action adventure though.
I mean, if you want like action adventure, I feel Land to take the cake because that's what they've been doing since 1. And like regardless of personal feelings, they've done it extremely successfully to the point where their fans was like, you got to make another one. You have to make a fucking another one because like it's a full blown open world action adventure game. And I mind you, yes, Death Stranding is, and I haven't played it, so if I play it, my opinion could completely change. But with just how much people have said that it's not a lot of interaction with other
I
things
think
too often, because if you walk into the wrong place almost any time, you have to go into an entire fucking onslaught battle in Borderlands.
Pretty much, yeah. It
I would say probably Borderlands 3 than that one.
Death Stranding actively does not want you to fight.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it wants you to take it wants you to be a Metal Gear game. It wants you
Yeah,
to play
okay.
Metal Gear Solid 3 or Metal Gear Solid 5, which was an action adventure game.
Mhm.
I only have two more if someone wants to add other things they can. But best RPG: Disco Asylum, Final Fantasy 14, Kingdom Hearts 3,
14.
Monster Hunter, or The Outer Worlds.
14.
Oh no,
I honestly
Iceborne.
haven't played any of those.
Yeah, that's the hard thing because like I feel like I'm the only one that
Haven't
plays
you
all
played
the.
14, Schroeder? Final Fantasy 14? I thought you did.
Are we really? So you did say just RPG. So are we
Yeah.
really going to count an RPG, which is I would argue is completely different than a base RPG?
It is, but there isn't really a best MMO. MMOs are so like not popular anymore. It's not like there's an MMO
World of
releasing.
Warcraft's not nominated at all.
Yeah, it's not like an MMO is being released every month. A big name
Right.
MMO anymore. This is in the mid
Yeah,
2000s.
It
it's
fucking
not
should
nominated
be.
at all. Nope, there's no World of Warcraft. That's really the only MMO is Final Fantasy 14.
Yeah.
Nope, there's no other ones.
No.
Last.
This is great.
Well, before you move on,
okay.
I want to hear the argument for Iceborne. I'm very curious. Like, I definitely agree.
I mean, it takes
RPG, but
it takes a fantastic game that is Monster Hunter, and I mean, okay, so it's not really an RPG in the sense of an RPG.
yeah,
It's more of like an action game.
it's also like an action. I don't know exactly what the correct term would be. Maybe you do, but it's heavily based around grinding.
Yeah.
Like the entire concept is to grind for better gear to move on to the next story and then do it again and then again,
Parts
which
of
I still
14
love.
would be the same concept.
Parts
whole
of
thing
14, you still had like an entire world of multitudes of people playing,
Yeah.
and then you would advance. As Monster Hunter is, you either play by yourself or you play with 4 people, and then you just grind your fucking days away,
Yeah.
which is how most people have like thousands of hours a game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like, it's not uncommon to spend, 20 hours fighting the same monster over and over again
Yeah.
just to finish one piece of armor,
Mm-hmm.
you know?
Is there an actual genre for that kind of game?
Not really.
Okay.
Not really.
The
It would consist of
last
that
one I
and
have-
that and Warframe. That's it. Monster Hunter and Warframe, that's it.
Yeah, pretty much. The last one I have, best multiplayer game: Apex, Borderlands 3, Call of Duty, Tetris 99, and The Division.
Well,
I
my
would
answer.
You're
say
gonna
The
say
Division.
Tetris. The Division's garbage again, and I'm upset.
Like that game had a huge follow. Yeah, Modern
Did it,
Warfare.
though?
When it first came out, it was huge, and it
It
kind of
fell
died
off
down.
within the first week.
Well, it did, but I'm like, when you look at it, like coming out of the gate, it was phenomenal.
But no,
and then it
okay,
died.
so numbers wise, yes, but I want to see longevity strictly due to the fact that it had the exact same fucking problems the first game did. Because as much as I love Ubisoft, they can't fucking make a game right the first time.
Nope.
Especially a multiplayer game. Like fucking personally, like I don't know if anyone played Wildlands, but that was that was a couple of years ago. But that game was garbage until like the 5th update. Is you could not play that game by yourself because everything is massively overpowered or everything that you have is underpowered. Like
But
you walk in with a
honestly-
shotgun, if you don't get one shot off, you're dead.
It'll honestly probably be Call of Duty.
Oh yeah, probably.
That is now the best-selling game of the year. So, not that that matters, but I feel like it probably will be Call of Duty.
And like contrary to like the whole Call of Duty has a bunch of campers and whatnot, like yeah, that's annoying, but like that game really did kind of bring everyone who decided they didn't like Call of Duty anymore right back
it
fucking
brought it.
into it.
It brought it back to its roots.
Yeah, it breathed new life into the franchise again, and it feels just like the old Call of Duties, but also new. If that makes sense, like it feels like you're doing something a little different, and things feel a little bit more like expanded upon as like the terms of multiplayer. Because if you don't just play all the rounds with a bunch of fucking camping bastards with 725s, it's actually a really good game, and it doesn't feel just like a normal original.
Mhm.
The original Modern Warfare is like 1, 2, and 3.
So that's all I got. Mark, do you want to go over your mobile stuff?
Yeah, it should be pretty straightforward. Verizon and Snapchat have recently had a deal together as a part of their joint effort, so they're going to be preloading Snapchat onto Verizon phones.
More bloatware.
Beyond that, I don't know too much. But apparently, it's something that they're going to end up doing pretty soon. So,
Isn't that on 4G, 5G phones though? Isn't that what they were saying?
Um,
Yeah, I believe so.
Just when I clicked the thing, I saw something to do with 5G, which is another asking.
yeah, they're talking about how Snap has been working with Verizon's 5G labs
Okay.
to build augmented reality experiences for live events and Verizon marketing activations, apparently. So it doesn't really say that they're specifically sending it to 5G devices, but they have been
Okay.
working together. And they're gonna. Oh yeah, it says Verizon will start preloading Snapchat on some of its 5G phones.
Okay.
So looks like specifically the 5G ones, just to see how the, I don't know, augmented reality glasses work.
Interesting.
And the last thing is pretty small. Apple takes off customer reviews off of their online store.
Oof.
So if you go onto Apple's store and try and buy a MacBook, you can't see reviews anymore. Gotta go
So-
somewhere else.
That's kind
When
of
I clicked it, I
I don't
could
like
have
that.
just misread it. But isn't it the video reviews? Isn't there basic comments though, or is those gone too?
I believe it's all comments
Okay.
and review systems. Let me check, but I believe it's all gone now.
Interesting.
You just have to trust that Apple makes perfection.
Yeah, if you're on
I mean-
Apple's website to buy a product, you don't need the reviews to tell you not to, I
Yeah.
guess.
Yeah, true. I
To
mean,
be
really,
fair,
yeah.
To
And,
be
like,
fair.
I'm probably gonna be the only one to defend it because I defend Apple, even though they don't need it. I just if you're
Yeah,
gonna
there's no
buy an Apple
reviews at all.
product, you know exactly what you're gonna get every
Yeah.
Oh,
single
yeah,
time.
you do.
You're gonna get a product that works. You're
Maybe.
going to, if you buy the product. I was about to get into that sort of like if you're gonna buy the product when it first comes out, you're gonna get a product that probably works sometimes. But also that goes back into my whole thing of I think you should purchase a product when it first comes out. Obviously, people are going to like reviewers and whatnot, but that's their job is to find the problems with it, then go purchase the product. Because I can't tell you how many iPhone 11 Pros came fucking back not working because you bought it on launch day. I don't think that's. I mean, yes, theoretically, you should release a product that works perfectly the first time, but bugs exist.
Oh yeah.
Nothing is perfect when it first gets released, for the most part. And I'm kind of contradicting myself from what I had argued with 76 in the last stream. But when it comes to technology like that you're spending $1,000 on, you should probably hang back and watch the people who have their jobs around. This is what's wrong. This is what needs fixed. And Apple usually is pretty good about, okay, quick, snap, it's done. We fixed that problem. At least that's what that's how I see it.
And
Yeah,
then-
you'd hope so. The example that they used in this article, they had the Apple Pencil that only had 3 stars. And then you go down the reviews and they're all just like, yeah, this is shit, don't buy it, that sort of thing.
Okay.
So pretty much
Is
all
it,
star reviews and user reviews are gone from their product pages.
Last but not least, we talk about him quite often. As an entrepreneur, an amazing man, a genius.
Meme lord.
Elon Musk,
King Weeb Elon.
Mhm.
CEO of Tulsa.
Tesla.
Sorry,
Tulsa,
not Tulsa.
Oklahoma.
Exactly.
The good
I
old
was.
Tulsa.
You're
Sorry, I
still
was
thinking
reading
about our
something on my-
live PD talk, right?
I am. Yeah. Sorry. Tesla. Sorry.
He owns a fucking state,
Tesla.
a city and a state.
So,
He announced.
Yeah.
He announced the
Go ahead, Mike.
PlayStation 1 car.
Exactly.
So
Yo, I
Tesla
fucking-
announced
64
their
polygons.
Yeah.
So Tesla announced their Tesla Cybertruck, which is an all-electric battery-powered light commercial vehicle, and they released 3 models, where all of them are going to range from 250 to 500 miles with an estimated 0 to 60 miles an hour in 2.9 to 6.5 seconds, depending
It's
on
fucking
which model you
impressive
get.
for a truck.
That is.
And the base rear-wheel drive model starts at $39.90, and the all-wheel drive starts at $49,000.
Which in
Which
reality is
honestly
not
isn't
that
bad.
bad.
No,
But
Mm-mm.
they're already saying there's no way it's gonna compete with actual truck owners.
Oh no.
Um.
I don't
the-
know about that, Chief.
That's why they had to make it different. Like
Yeah.
why they made all the angles,
This-
so people are actually going to talk about it.
I feel
Yeah.
like this is going to be more for like commercial grade,
You're-
like city
You're-
wide commercial grade.
Yeah,
Dude,
but you're a ranch dude in the middle of Texas that fucking spits
Fucking-
tobacco isn't gonna buy this.
That's not who it's for, though.
Imagine
but that's what I'm
getting
saying.
pulled over by a fucking Cybertruck. I would be shitting myself. Like
Fucking Skynet's
that thing is
now.
scary. Like that thing is
Um,
huge. Like they drove
yeah,
it
it
on
is.
the road. It is massive. it's a
Absolute
tank.
units.
It's an
Supposedly,
absolute-
there was some oops. It was obviously all stainless steel with indestructible windows. Smacked the window once, and it shattered. He said during the press conference that was not supposed to happen. That they threw everything in literally a sink at the window. It did not crack. He taps it once and it breaks.
So
Some are
if you-
speculating that it was broke on purpose, and that so they can come back and say that, see, look, now we fixed it. Now it's perfection.
Now it's even better.
Say if you look at some of the videos that Elon had posted or reposted on Twitter, there's a dude throwing a probably I'd say about 5 or 10 pound steel ball.
It's a baseball
straight out the
sized
window.
steel ball. Just
Yeah, and it
Yeah.
just bounces right off. Like it's
So-
literally perfectly fine. It's,
And if it's-
I honestly it probably was like pre-broken, or I mind you, nothing is bulletproof or indestructible. If you throw things enough, eventually it'll crack. So
I
it
think-
could have been the model that already had things thrown at it.
Yeah, it's rumored that it was the model that they've tested for months
Mhm.
about pounding on the windows, and it's the same exact model, and they never tested it beforehand, and it just basically the integrity of the window was shit
Yeah.
at this point. So he hit it once and it broke.
Because that's one thing that people don't notice about like cell phone. Drop your cell phone off, crack until the time you drop it too many times because micro cracks happen no matter what.
Mhm.
Yep.
They'll eventually turn into a spider web and just go away.
Yeah.
As of 3:07 this afternoon, or yesterday for you guys, 187,000 people put down deposits on this truck.
If I had the money to drop, I would. It's only $100.
Yep.
$100
Uh,
deposit.
That's not
It's a
bad.
$100 deposit
Mm-mm.
compared to the $1,000 you need for the Model.
So they already made like, was it $1.4 million from that?
Yeah.
Or,
They're saying that they obviously will end up giving refunds to a lot of customers who lose interest by the time it releases. But if the majority, they expect more than half will obviously keep their deposit and buy the truck.
I know people who are going to end up actually buying the truck. Like one of the people that we used to work with, who is now working for Apple, has plans on getting it.
if I could, I would.
My buddy who's down in Florida, or no, he's in North Carolina. He put the down payment on it, and he put more than just the down payment on it. I remember exactly, but it was a little over $1,000 just to make sure, like, yeah, I'm gonna buy this. I already put this amount into it. I might as well. And he doesn't currently have a car, so he's gonna make that, and he's just gonna call it a day.
I've always wanted a truck, but my dream truck was always the Ford F-150, so I can't
Ford
go back on that.
F-150 Super Cab.
And I was always
Yeah, but does
always
this-
said I was going to get a truck, but that will be the one I get.
The greatest thing about this is someone modded that into Death Stranding already.
Nice.
And they
Awesome.
said
It looks like it belongs there.
and
Yeah, it does.
they also rumored that do not be surprised if it doesn't show up in Cyberpunk 2077,
It
Um,
wouldn't
Yeah,
surprise me.
I read that.
as
Mhm.
supposedly Elon Musk is like a secret producer of the game,
Ooh.
and that it's rumored that that will be integrated into the game. So we'll see.
So you can Cybertrunk your Cybertruck, so you can get your cyber fill, because you like cyber shit.
I'm surprised Elon Musk was not in Death Stranding. I'm
Yeah.
actually surprised and a little disappointed.
Conan O'Brien.
He's actually
left
the
for
dude
some
behind the
reason.
mask.
Conan O'Brien, the senior editor of Famitsu, Jeff Keighley,
The hell is there? Train tracks by me. There's a train going. I hear the train siren. I was like, what the fuck? Sorry.
the head of some Canadian fashion brand is in Death Stranding. Again, everyone is here. Fuck Smash Bros.
We'll see. We'll see what
You
happens.
haven't seen the guy behind the mask yet, correct?
Who? Die Hardman or the other
Yeah.
guy Higgs?
Die Hardman.
No, I haven't seen him.
Maybe it's Elon.
No, it's not. He's black.
Oh, okay.
Could be Elon.
Could be.
Die Hardman is black.
Takes mask off is Elon.
I've never seen Elon without his clothes on, so can't prove it.
Random pieces of news. Marshmello won the favorite EDM artist of the year.
Oh, good.
Hell yeah.
Bohemian Rhapsody, Queen won best soundtrack,
Good.
and Taylor Swift won artist of the year. For
Of course
those
she
who
did.
care. Taylor Swift won 5 awards.
She still makes music.
Mhm.
Yeah, she just
She has
released
an
a good
entire album
album.
that came out. Yeah.
Oh,
She won one. Well, let me go up. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, 5 awards at the AMAs. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, we have an early podcast.
Wait.
Only 2.5
Wait.
hours, unless anyone has anything else that they want to add to make 3 hours, so
Wait,
we don't
wait,
disappoint our employees.
Wait.
Not our
Our
employees.
employees? These people do
Yeah.
not work for us.
They do work for us. You are being manipulated into listening to this for 3.5 hours every single week. I'm just kidding. I love you guys. You're not employees. We're employed to you.
Exactly. But wait, we forgot something.
Releases.
Exactly. So, what is coming out from November 25th to
Oh yeah, and it's
November
also
30th?
if you have Black Friday special you would like
Oh,
to
yeah.
talk. We'll do it after releases. Go ahead.
All right. So, Gas Guzzlers Extreme
my favorite.
comes out on the 26th. Pine comes out
Sounds
on
like
the
a porno.
Yeah. Pine comes out on the 26th for the Switch. Gris comes out on the PS4 on the 26th. Monster Jam Steel Titans comes out on the
Stainless
Switch.
steel.
Yeah. SD Gundam G Generation. Hold on, wait. SD Gundam G Generation Cross Rays comes out on the Switch, or is it the PC or Switch? I thought I saw Switch. Comes out on the 27th, maybe, if releases will fucking load.
Bum-ba-bum.
There we go. PC on the 27th. Trover Saves the Universe comes out on the Switch on the 28th. Weekless comes out on the PC and Xbone on the 29th. Where the Water Tastes Like Wine comes out on the 29th. It doesn't have a thing, so that's cool. It's not coming out ever.
It's a game for Jesus.
Blaster Master 02 comes out on the PC on the 29th. That's the releases.
Boom.
Nice.
Really quick, some Black Friday specials for those who are looking to go shopping. I have 3. Best Buy, if you are lucky enough to be one of the first in line, as they probably only have like 10. It's a $200 58-inch Insignia Fire Edition TV with a free Echo Dot.
Wow.
Which actually is not that bad for a 58-inch TV. TV-wise, I looked pretty much at every store. That's probably the best deal for that size, at least. The Xbox One S digital, you can buy it now, is $150 everywhere. And then if you are looking to start GoProing, you can get the GoPro 8 Bundle Edition, where it comes with the headgear, the selfie cam, and another piece for $350. It's usually
It's not bad.
usually a $500 bundle. So I
I'm
know a lot of
assuming
people.
that's the base model.
Probably.
Probably the silver.
I forgot to look down that part. Give me 1 second. What do you got, Mark? I know you had some.
I have something
I
too.
just have a TV from Walmart. You can get a
Wow.
good old 40-inch generic 2K 1080p smart TV for $98.
Nice.
Great for college
Wow.
and stuff.
It's actually not bad at all. It's the Black Edition, 4K.
Nice.
That's interesting. That's 4K at 60. That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, $350. It comes with the headgear, a 128 gig SD card, an extra battery, and a selfie stick.
Nice.
Nice.
So I'm thinking about getting that.
Yeah, for all your fitness adventures.
It is
My
my spelunking.
yeah. I have at pretty much every retailer. You can get this right now. PlayStation VR bundle. You get the headset, the camera, and 5 games. PlayStation Worlds, Elder Scrolls Skyrim VR, Astrobot Rescue Mission, Everyone's Golf VR, and Resident Evil 7. For
Nice.
$200. That's $100 off. So basically, you get
It's
a
not
lot
bad
of
at
shit.
all.
No. You essentially get the camera and the 5 games free.
And I looked up gaming PCs just because I know that was obviously to kind of keep it veered towards us. There's honestly not that many. The only good deal, it's $300 off. It's an Asus laptop, but it's only an i5 with 8 gigs of RAM for $650. 512 gig solid state drive. That's a laptop though. HP Omen i7 16 gigs of RAM, NVIDIA GTX 1660 Ti. That's not horrible for those who are looking to get a PC, join the gaming world. Not the greatest thing in the world, but
I would argue that's an incredibly good starter. I have the one that's directly it, and it's can run pretty much everything I've ever played.
yeah, like it's not bad at all. Don't get me wrong. 1 terabyte normal hard drive, 256 solid state. So
Nice.
it's $899 compared to it's usually $1,300.
That's
That's not
pretty
bad.
fucking good.
So that's not a bad price. So, obviously, depending on who you ask, they tell you to build your own. I haven't looked up those because obviously you have Cyber Monday coming up. I'm assuming all like Newegg and all that shit. Amazon will probably have their own Cyber Monday special, but who knows? So that's a podcast, gentlemen. We do have Thanksgiving, obviously. So where can we find you? What are you guys going to be doing other than working Black Friday, Thanksgiving, and every other day? What about you, Shrode? Start with you.
Yeah, actually, I'll be hanging out with some friends on Thanksgiving Day. It's actually my birthday that day.
Oh,
Nice.
Happy early birthday,
early
sir.
birthday.
Guys. Yep. I appreciate that. But other than that, I work the whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got to make sure we announce that whoever's going to be doing the Battle Royal, they have to do it without us. Unfortunately, I don't do it anyways, but because I feel like if you're not there, they don't do it, Schroeder, because you're like the heart and soul of that. So just a quick thing, if you want, make sure you announce that.
I probably will. Oh yeah, I won't be able to.
You probably close, I would assume.
Yeah, I won't be there. Yeah.
I mean, if anyone's on after,
Yeah, if anybody's
That's all
on,
I
they'll
know.
probably jump on.
You guys are gonna be so exhausted though. Maybe not. I don't know. You probably have
I
so
don't
much
know,
energy.
Maybe.
Thursday's not as bad as Friday. Friday is
would
the
argue-
exhausting day.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Thursday is so fast paced that it goes by really quick. Friday, it's so long. To me, Friday was the day that was the draining day, at least for manager wise. I've never worked in the sales floor Black Friday in like 8 years, so I can't really say. But nevertheless, but Friday was always worse. I could look at Mike and all them; they were like falling asleep, walking, getting overrides and shit. I was never that bad, but so hopefully you guys don't get mentally and physically drained. Where can they find you at, Schroeder?
Splash Screen Gaming on pretty much everything. Twitch or not Twitch, but Instagram and Facebook, it's Team Splash Screen, and on Twitter, it's Splash Screen G.
Nice.
Nice.
What about you, Jameson?
So, I mean, I'm gonna be streaming, Fire Emblem. I actually might do a late stream today. I might stream some Sword or some Shield, Pokemon Shield, tonight
Nice.
after the podcast. So, you can find that at twitch.tv/PeopleIHateStudios. And then if you like other video games like Yakuza 0 or Final Fantasy 7, you can watch that at youtube.com/PeopleIHateStudios. And then if you want to find out what I'm doing with my life or see the tasty memes that I retweet, check me out at PeopleIHate10 on Twitter.
Kitties. What about you, Mark?
Nothing too crazy. Just gonna be working. I'll be heading home over Thanksgiving. Actually get to see my family finally.
Nice.
Nice.
Uh,
That's always nice.
But other than that, just still playing some video games and hanging in there.
Nice. What about you, Nathaniel?
well, I'll start with where y'all can find me. Every social media platform at Kitsune. Other than that, I have no plans, no promises for this week. I am not the manager of my department, but I am the smart home expert, so basically like quote unquote the lead for that area. So I'm doing nothing but fucking working all week. So
Yeah, you are.
it's gonna be great.
You got to
And
run
I'm
pretty much
excited
one of the busiest departments in the whole store for
about it.
Black Friday. Got some good doorbell rings, all that
Oh,
shit.
So what I will say is there's over 126 different little deals going on in the smart home slash connected area.
Nice.
Yeah, it's fucking great.
That's awesome.
But yeah, other than that, if I have time by any means, I'm going to try to get on and maybe stream some tabletop sim if everyone else is down.
Yeah, man.
Mm-hmm.
Myself, Captain Geach 15. I do not work Thanksgiving, Black Friday, or Holy Saturday.
Fuck that guy.
Yeah, honestly.
I will be drinking beer for my homies here and everyone
Pour
else
one
that
out.
works retail.
Pour one out for
Um,
us. Pour a 40 out
I will.
for us.
But I'll probably be shopping like I did last year when I stood in line. So it's like I was fucking working, but I'm standing in line buying shit. So there's that. Gaming wise, nothing that I have truly planned. Obviously, whatever comes up, comes up. And that's pretty much about it. Make sure you love us, like us, follow us, email us, levelunlockpodcast at podbean.com is where you can find all of our podcasts and anywhere podcasts are available. You can email us.
There we go.
I caught myself at levelunlocked at gmail, levelunlockpodcast at
You
gmail.com.
still fucked it up.
I did fuck it up. And you can follow us on Twitter.
LVL Unlocked Pod. That's LVL Unlocked Pod.
And then from everyone here at Level Unlock Podcast, for everyone who is listening, hope you all have a great Thanksgiving. If you are working retail, for myself specifically, hope you have fun and try to enjoy the most time you can with your friends and family. I know you don't.
Stay safe.
Stay safe. Don't get trampled or ran over
Yeah,
or
don't
killed.
get stabbed because that apparently fucking happened.
Best Buy, I never feel has a problem with people being trampled. That's more of your Target and Marts where they just open the floodgates and break the doors, pushing themselves in. But for everybody here, and happy Thanksgiving to everyone listening. Have fun, enjoy with your family, and thank you all for hanging out. And we will see you next week. Peace.
Bye-bye.
Bye.